And we're back with another episode of Jumping Junipers, playing Wild Beyond the Witchlight. When we last left the party, they were in Downfall, getting to know some of the nobles, fishing off some of the trees, and stealing some of the potions from cauldrons. You got to know a few of the bullywugs, the Splarg, Earl of Blackmore, a bit more. He seems to want you to help out around the sinking palace. Most notably, he's got some decorations he would like you to hang up. Little fireflies and jars, flags and banners representing the coat of arms of King Gullop. You also discovered the what's it called? The password? I think one of you got the password for the cauldron by trading in the dry wood, and the password is spittle spew for the cauldron. Though what its purpose was, oh yeah, no, you did find out the purpose as well. You spoke to the little magmen, and they said that this cauldron was originally meant to melt down something, or the magmen described that the hag was melting down the spiral-like horn, or trying to anyway, and when it failed, they decided to just trade it off to bauble and trinkets. Little hot air balloon here. Well, I should say electrified storm balloon rather than hot air. And when you went to do some trading with them, you also discovered they are in possession of Ulric's lost thing. Their bag of lucky coins that they've picked up and collected over the ages, but now it's right there, but it's not within your grasp. They say they want something in return, some sort of magical thread that shows the color of self-doubt and anguish and that kind of idea. It's a strange item, but apparently it's in Bavlorna's cottage. And so if you can get that, they'll trade the pouch to you. And who else did you meet? You met Morgort. Morgort was one of the frogs who assisted Sir Talavar in escaping this place. It seems Sir Talavar was here to prevent some sort of oncoming threat. They were warning about Fomorians, but people seemed to turn a deaf ear and imprisoned him for riling up people and causing a panic. And I think that covers it for the most part. There's other bits here and there, but
Baerd.
yeah, feel free to take us. Oh yeah, I mean, oh yeah, sure. Baerd definitely had a horrible time. There was basically a panic attack, and I think Notus also reflected that too. It took a while to come around from that, but of course, when they finally realized what was going on, they started to put together the pieces, and seeing the names carved onto the loot, you began to unravel and understand exactly who Baird is, and perhaps even when you first met them. But I'm not going to say too much. That's all your own interpretations. So, yeah, you guys are somewhere in Downfall right now. Let's take you back. Where is it? Where's my
Yeah, the midnight rendezvous with Norlop.
Oh yeah, that's great. The plots, the schemes, they all continue in the shaded back alleys of Downfall by candlelight, by firefly light. All right, yeah, here we are. We're in the Sinking Palace, and
We were
yes, you
putting
can
up
check out Notus's new mount. Look at that
yes,
beautiful mount.
mischief.
Mischief, yeah. All right.
So how tall is the where they want the decorations? I presume at our height we're actually super easily able to reach it.
Um, no, there's these other levels to the Sinking Palace, as I've
Oh,
mentioned before. There's, let me describe it again. It's a ramshackle hall built around a massive tree. Two of the tree's limbs reach out through the walls like enormous welcoming arms. The interior of the hall is very roomy, with an open floor plan that allows occupants of the upper stories to look out over the lower ones. So you're going to actually have to go climb up to the upper ones and get into the beams that way. So
Mm.
the left and right are the upper floors, where there are 2 bullywogs on either side as well.
He looks like a happy fellow.
Nope.
Yeah.
Princess.
Mm-hmm. Indeed,
Yes.
you can see the princess is she looks like she's reading some sort of book, and she has all these other tomes and such out in front of her. This area of the sinking palace looks to be like a library. You can see all these kinds of shelves and such.
If I look over her shoulder, what is the book? Out of mild curiosity.
She seems to be reading some kind of cryptic spell book, perhaps. And it looks like she's trying to learn some sort of magic.
Mm.
And she's kind of going over the incantations. She's trying to get it like whum zip pop. Ah, damn! How does it go again? And she starts like reviewing the lines. If only Ziff was here. If only Ziff would teach me how it's done. She notices you guys and says, "Oh, um, a pleasure to make your acquaintance. You must be important if you're here in the sinking palace."
Baerd will bow, and say calmly, I am Baerd. We are the Jumping Junipers. We are accompanying our friend Esquire Vaike of Lilybog Keep.
Ah, welcome. I am Merva the Third, Princess of the Soggy Court. You see, she's wearing quite an elaborate outfit as well, much similar to her own father. She's got like the big, frilly, puffy kind of dress. Some of it's a bit mud-stained, but she's got her sleeves kind of rolled up as she's trying to cast this spell.
Does it look
And
like
she's got
it's
this little
reacting at
twig
all?
of a wand. The magic, no, she's really having a hard time. Not even a spark of magic's emanating from the tip of this kind of like gnarled-looking wand.
Hmm.
I am currently trying to study this tome, but it's all nonsense, I think. I'm not even sure if this is real. But I've read every book in the library many times, and this is the only one I could find which perhaps gives even an inkling on how to cast spells.
If I look at it, am I able to understand any of it?
Yeah, and any spellcaster in the group can give me an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Hmm.
It's a fake.
All right.
Oh, I know this words.
I have no idea.
Baerd,
I mean, I'm a bard. I
you
didn't
use
go to
sheet
college.
music instead of
Can I
right.
can I also make an Arcana check? With
Considering
with
your
my
magic.
my newfound Feywild.
Maybe, I guess you could try, yeah. Your toes kind of dip more into the I eat stuff and the magic happens, but
I'm honestly
12?
really thinking about eating a book right now. That's honestly the only reason why I even moved over here.
Tell you what,
I like
Ulric,
rip off a page, like the edge of a page, and hand it to Ulric to like put in his
I
mouth.
really want to.
Ulric's favorite flavor appears to be dead tree. Like the table and now the books. I'm a bit concerned.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
really trying to see if I could just eat a page of a book and retain knowledge.
Learning by osmosis, the best skill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
I'll
reading
tell you
not
what, with a
cool?
12, you definitely know that you would know if something was magic or not by eating it. What's that kind of paper that's like trick paper? You can like it sets ablaze. I forget what it's
Oh,
called.
yeah.
I think it's called fire
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I think you might be expecting some sort of like reaction as you stick it on the end of your tongue. Merva does say, well, I would be more upset about that if this book actually yielded any useful information. And as you, you eat this piece of paper and start chewing on it, you don't get any zing. There's no like magical tingling sensation in your tongue. Just tastes like paper, and it gets soggier and dissolves basically. Kind of
Nope.
palpy.
You're right. This book, it's a dud.
And Garreth, as well as getting a 13, you're not sure if any of this makes sense. But then again, you're not a wizard per se, and you know that some wizards do use ciphers on their spellbooks to prevent other wizards from just stealing them and copying them. But
Is it written in a
But
certain
even still.
script, or is it just gibberish?
it's in common. It's in common, but yeah, it seems to be almost gibberish. But like I said, that could be a cipher. But yeah, you see like fling, plip, plop, zip, zap, and flip, flap. That's the kind of stuff you see. It could be a cipher, but to you, it does look like gibberish.
Magic. Okay.
Well, I do at least appreciate you trying. You know what? I don't need a book. If you lot of spellcasters, maybe you could teach me something.
Baerd will pull out his instrument, and he will he will sort of nod and go, "I've done this much before." As he pulls out his a sort of his violin, and he goes, he literally like starts like teaching. He literally goes from like 0 to 100. Like
She says, well, actually, tell you what, give me, what would be a good role for teaching what you do?
performance.
I guess performance, especially since you are a bard. So 22, you definitely do an incredibly good display of how magic is conjured through the notes that you play. She says, though, unfortunately, I never learnt an instrument. Something I should have done. Maybe, but maybe you could try. Sir, do you have a title? Yes.
I'm Garreth. I'm introduced as Garreth of the Sweden Path. Right.
There's an eyebrow. Not heard of that one. The Sweden path. She
I'm not from the court, but I was taught by Sibylna's pupil.
Billness pupil. Really? What? Please show us what you can do.
Okay. Let's first let's coach myself in what was it again? In the
Hard candy?
hard candy.
She
can do
claps
this.
with glee. That is amazing! Wow, this is fantastic. So colorful, so vibrant. Can I take a lick of this? Is it edible? Edible?
Is it edible? I don't know. Usually people don't eat this.
Ulric, lick him.
Right. Garreth.
Is it edible?
I mean, it's probably got that sweet taste to it, right?
hmm
I bet if Ulric licks hard enough, it'd probably reduce your AC.
I can just apply it over and over again.
Whoa,
That's true, yeah.
Infinite food sore.
Well, that is fantastic. You must show me how.
Okay, I mean, I can show you.
Can you teach?
What I'm not sure if I can teach this one, but I can try
Ah,
to show you how I can clean patches of dirt.
mhm.
We could both try to
That could be
teach
useful around here.
Prestidigita.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
Perhaps the difference between our two
there
Prestidigitas
is.
might.
You can
the
clean ore
answer.
soil. So let's
Of
start
course.
with this pillow.
Now, how are
So
you going to
I-
teach them when your magic comes from a power from something
I
else?
have an intelligence.
Comes to you naturally, right?
I have an intelligence of 5. I don't know how I'm supposed to teach. I'm just showing what I can
Yeah.
do and how I do this
Gotcha.
intuitively. I'm in no way able to teach this one.
So first you do this,
Okay.
and then boom, it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
It feels like this, and then you do this,
Hmm.
and then this happens.
Baerd will, as he sort of uses mimicry, he will sort of compare the differences between the way that both of them cast Prestidigita, like the way that it flows differently between the two, and he will try to extrapolate the similarities between the two, the way that both of them overlap, to see if maybe that might be the secret to cast it in another way.
Hmm. All right.
Um,
Well, I'll tell you what, Garreth. Then you just give me your charisma spellcasting mod.
playing charisma.
Yeah. A 13. She doesn't quite understand exactly how you did it, but I think Baerd is perhaps a little bit more straightforward in that it seems as though just learning the instrument is the first step. And so she says, "Well, I think I'll have to hire you then as my own trainees. You can stay here in the Sinking Palace and teach me all your ways, and I'll be your apprentice." Since Ziff is so stubborn, they refuse to teach me. But you guys, you seem like naturals. I'll have to have you give me weekly lessons. Or no, daily. I must learn this as quickly as possible.
I don't know if we have days or weeks to be
I don't
teaching
mind
magic.
teaching you, but I'm not gonna be able to stay here for long.
We could
Ah,
convince the Archmage, perhaps
what, Ziff?
the Court
Ugh,
Mage.
you could. He's the court mage, yes. He lives in a hut somewhere south of Downfall there. But if you're going by his place, you can take back his dud of a book while you're at it. And he slides the torn up book towards you.
Yeah, I will. I
Little-
only ripped the
little
little
mumbo
edge off the
jumbo.
page. Like, it didn't
Sure.
take that much off.
Should
But
have
I
ripped the
will-
whole thing up. She says, "It's no use."
I'll open it and flip through it just real quick.
Yeah, you see weird like mumbo jumbo. Again, kind of going
Is
off
it
your
any Anything like
And
the
you have
spells I
no
saw
idea.
in the tower?
Tower.
In the tower.
With I had met the wizard in the tower once.
Yes. Nothing like that, no. Although that was much more practical learning than bookish. They kind of lent into your strengths.
Hmm.
They did teach you. They did teach you the basics, certainly. Hence why you have proficiency in Arcana. But the
You're proficient.
the wording here doesn't make any sense to you.
Hmm.
Like you've read scrolls, you know how to cast them, how to read them. But normally there's more straightforward incantations here. But normally, but this one, the one you're reading right now, it's like I said, gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook.
Hmm.
Is there any books of interest as I look around this library as well? Like just like anything that looks interesting before we.
Cooking books.
Yeah, you can look around. So like, sure, I had something for this.
Can I use my my magic awareness in this room?
Oh yeah, you have detect
I
magic.
did not. Yeah, you have a suit. Is it like detect magic, or is it actually just flat out?
As an action, until end of next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you
Okay.
learn which school of magic it belongs to. Ulric doesn't know what that means, but
Right.
He sniffs for mushrooms.
Yeah. You don't find any magical items here, and that's actually a good thing in the long run because you're ruling something out. But not that you know what you're ruling out yet. But I'm just gonna say it doesn't appear to be
If
any
there-
magic here.
If there are no magic items, that means that there's no spell book. That means that the cryptic
Correct.
book is not magical
A
in
spell book-
nature.
A spell book isn't actually magical, I guess. It just tells you how to do the magic. That said, nonetheless, there is absolutely no magic here whatsoever. Though, you pick up on everyone else's magical items, right? You definitely kind of get a little bit from Notus's mushrooms,
Oh, I believe there
the
should
balloons.
be magic on the banners.
Yeah, in the banners.
I recall Baerd doing some silvery inked.
Oh
on
no,
the
I
banner.
just
Oh,
I
that's
just
just
wrote
writing? I thought it was presentation.
I just wrote in like backwards comment of like just as a like any frogs who attend are rats. Like it's supposed
Yeah.
to look like frilly. It's like frilly, like it's supposed to look like just like pretty decoration, but it's.
I believe it was something worded like all frogs that attend acknowledge they are also rats.
Yeah.
So, Ulric, you definitely kind of pick up, the instruments, the keys, the balloons, that kind of stuff. But out of all of those, the one thing that probably brings your attention more is something on Notus, and you smell a delectable scent coming from Notus's backpack. It is the smell of meat, like jerky, and it's definitely coming from Notus. And you saw it before when it was handed to them, the piece of jerky that Jingle Jangle gave them. But you especially kind of smell it and you're like, damn, that smells really good. And it's got a strong scent to it.
This is what the magic awareness is supposed to be used for. It's for finding meat. Finding
Yeah.
magic meat.
It's a snack
Magic
finder,
meat.
that's all. Detect
Yeah.
snacks.
Detect snacks.
That's just what the
You
ability
can't
needs
hide
to
your
be
snack.
now. It's just
Detect snacks.
detect snacks in a 60-foot radius.
And snacks are something people often try to hide from like their friends and stuff.
Anything may be more
Not from
useful
Ulric.
than detecting magic.
To be fair, we also have the
Mm.
key lime pie thing. So like we do have a lot of magic items related directly to snack creation.
Mhm.
But Ulric's eating
Yeah,
them all anyway, and
true.
he doesn't understand his magic, so he's technically just detecting snacks.
That's very true.
As far as I'm concerned, this finds me food.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
Notus.
doesn't have magical
Oh, there you go.
food-related items.
That's all I
Yeah.
need. There's a bunch of magic
Wow.
food. Hey, just a random thing, but what do you got in your bag?
Let me see. I
Something
take the
like-
bag off, plonk it on the floor, and I'm going through it like Mary Poppins, and she's just kind of like, I've got
Yeah.
a puffball mushroom, a dandelion, some arrows, crossbow bolts, jerky, the last of my carnival ticket,
what was the last one that you said?
the carnival ticket,
Oh no, before that.
the jerky.
Yeah. So, just hypothetically, were you gonna do anything with that, or?
I suppose eat it at some point.
Okay, just wondering. I don't need it, right? Not saying I do. Just saying, if you weren't gonna do that, I could.
Baerd will like wordlessly climb up onto Ulric's shoulders to start putting up a banner, like while he's talking, like as though it's something normal to be done.
Yeah, cool. Jack
Ulric,
says,
would you like the jerky?
Oh.
Oh well, I would
But-
love it. Yeah.
Jingle Jangle gave that to you especially, Notus, didn't they?
I mean, Jingle Jangle gave it to me. I don't know if it was special.
Oh, a jerky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the jerky.
He's just
It's,
got
it's
it.
magic. It's magic jerky. But I don't know.
Hmm.
But if Ulric asks for it, she will give it to him.
Oh my god!
Okay.
I didn't even realize this was anything.
It is. It is
is.
the
It's a
key
magic
that
item.
Jingle Jango gave him. Mm-hmm. It's up to you, Ulric. Do you give in to temptation? And well, I'm not going to say you don't have to eat it now. I'll tell you what it does mechanically, vaguely. Basically, as a bonus action, when you eat this jerky, a powerful spirit takes hold of your body and empowers you to perform great feats of strength. And well, you already are very strong, but
Imagine.
it's
don't
hard
think
to
we can
imagine
get
you
double
getting
advantage.
stronger. It's just
See,
something
it's-
that you definitely smell and you kind of vibe with, right? It's something that's in line with your own kind of appetites, I guess. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's. I don't know. It's up to you, really. There's a potential you eat it, crazy go shit happens. I don't know.
Baerd will sort of like
But it's
idly
definitely
like,
more
go,
of
like,
an in the
"Is it
combat
beef?
sort of-
If Ulric eats beef, is that weird?"
It's cannibalism. Jesus.
Can I
Oh, weird to
assess
me.
what kind of meat this is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, you can. It's a nature.
Nature. Alright.
Yes. Anyone can look at this and also try and ascertain as well. But a
It's a 15.
14, 15 is not bad. Okay, yeah. You did use your one brain cell after all. It is not beef.
Okay.
It is.
So what is it?
It's pig.
Okay.
Is it so pig?
No.
It's so pig. Why would Jingle Jangle have killed a child and cooked her up? No.
That got dark very quickly.
The key to everyone's problems.
If it's a jerky, maybe it'll get that Splog fellow to open up to us.
You know what, Notus?
It's because it's a
Really-
jerky. It's
really
key to
hard.
jerks.
How about Dang. See, me knowing what it does, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't take it, but I'm thinking it's like Ulric doesn't. Genuinely, I didn't even
I
know
think-
this was an item. I just thought it was
Yeah.
like magic meat. I feel like Ulric would
I
just think
think-
it's magic meat too.
Magic
Baird's-
meat. I think
the
Jingle
Baerd-
Jangle did describe and explain it when she
Yes.
gave you the key. She did tell you that's
did,
what it
yeah.
would do. So you do
Uh,
know how to get. You do know in game.
Okay.
Baird's feet are like up on your horns as he's like stretched up. Like,
Ulric's not even moving. It's like this is like normal. It's
Just
like,
staring at the jerky as I hold it, just like.
Yeah.
You know what, Notus? I think you should hold on to it. Regrettably.
I have regular jerky too if you want some of that.
You know what? That's honestly probably better.
Okay, I'll give him one of my rations of jerky.
I feel like
already
up
He
on
said-
says, like,
we can make it magical.
Oh.
We can make magic jerky.
You can.
hmm.
Yeah,
Prestidigitation.
I sprinkle some salt on it.
prestidigitation.
Yep.
Yeah!
And what do you make it taste like?
A bit more salty. With the
Oh.
teriyaki flavor.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll use Prestidigit. I'll also use Prestidigit, like as I'm like standing on
Mm-hmm.
Ulric's horns, to make it taste a little Feywildy too.
Oh.
What is the taste of the Feywild?
Freedom.
Cinnamon.
It tastes like freedom.
Indescribable.
It's chaotic.
At the moment, mostly swampy.
Yeah, it's emotions.
Yeah, a lot of swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess if you were to douse it in like, what's the word? Hither, like Feywild magic, you'd feel lethargic. But
Mm. I like my cookies.
right, yeah, those ones that
I
put you to
keep it-
sleep, you mean? Yeah.
I keep it a bit light.
A
It's
long
all right.
sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, all right. It's a relaxing taste then.
Is that wise
All
when
right,
Baird is on
perfect.
his shoulders?
Oh yeah. Well,
That's
we'll
fair.
say that we'll say you're finished over this side, and you just need to go over to the other side and fix some more on the other
I feel
balconies and banner.
I feel like if Ulric walks with Baird on his head, you would be the most chicken-like Baird would ever look, as he's doing like the self-correcting, like keeping his head at the same height while
Yeah.
Ulric walks.
Okay.
I didn't think about the fact you literally have like a bird perch on your head.
Feels very natural.
The cow and the chicken. What is this for?
So meanwhile, on this other side, we have Glumph the Eighth, Dalfin of Downfall. He is
Smoking?
quite laid back. In fact, he is smoking. Yeah, he's got a pipe. He's just relaxing on a big old pile of cushions in a luxury position, just clearly neglecting any courtly responsibilities. But he doesn't seem to be minding one bit. He's got all the other little servants running around for him instead.
I'm gonna come and sit down and just
Do
start
you
playing with the smoke. Making shapes.
Oh, yeah, you can. And the dolphin says, "That's a mighty fine trick. You are Air Genasi? No?
Yes.
Been some time since we saw any Genasi here.
Oh, really? When was the last time you saw one?
I saw a water Genasi once. So that was back when we had Downfall had a bigger expansion. And then the mirrors came.
What's a
Yeah.
marrow, do I know?
Drove. The Marrow, you probably have heard of them, terrors of the sea, but he'll elaborate if you were to ask.
Yeah, what's a marrow?
He says, they are terrible creatures. They are like
merfolk, only monstrous, transformed. They say that long ago a tribe of merfolk found an idol of the demigorgon at the bottom of the sea. Not knowing what it was, they brought it back to their king, and everyone who touched it became afflicted with madness. They ended up following some sort of sacrificial ritual, opened a gateway to the abyss, and ever since, the ocean turned red with the blood of the merfolk kind. But the ritual had worked. Those who survived were turned into these abominations, hulking, evil merfolk. The first marrow.
Huh.
They prey on other fisherfolk and our kind, bullywugs and all. Usually they dragged us off. They snatch us up and devour any unwary prey. You're able to breathe underwater, though, huh? At least you don't have to worry about drowning.
I mean, it's not that I can breathe underwater, it's just I can hold my breath for a very, very long time.
Ah, of course, my mistake. The water genasi could, though.
Probably.
What brings you here anyway to the fine sinking palace? Come for business or pleasure?
Well, we're helping with the decorations, so.
Pleasure.
Oh, pleasure. Well, I will not get in your way. These it's yes, they're Splug's decorations, aren't they? Very nice.
Yes, I
He
tried
says you can
to.
climb up on the pillows, get to the top.
Yep, I just. Honestly, climbing up an Ulric is really funny, so I'm gonna do that again. I'm still.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. He's such a nice birch.
You see, he kind of calls for like more drink, and you see several servants coming over, basically pampering him, and he's just lounging back, enjoying you guys kind of set up things. He
Have
says,
you
"Does any of you have?" Oh, go on.
have you
Pardon
heard
me?
any rumors going about?
Ah, rumors. There is one particular rumor, but well, my father is. He looks around a little bit. My father is in a bit of a pickle.
Mm.
There is a recent theft, but now the thief has been thieved.
Hmm.
You know, well, do you know of Pavlona?
We all did the face. I'm imagining the Soul Eater, like whenever people mention Excalibur, like that's
Yeah,
Mm.
that's literally the face I was thinking.
I can imagine Garreth saying, "Who?"
If it is
with a
gossip you
straight
want,
face.
if it's gossip you want, then you should look for her book, her big book of bad blood. It said that old Slack John Lorna keeps tabs on all of the ballywags that have got on her wrong side. My father is, well, a little paranoid that he might be doing some wrong things in her eyes. So he acquired the book. Now he's trying to figure out if his name is in this. Unfortunately, whilst the book was being stored in the royal treasury, it seems as though it has gone missing.
Hmm.
Recovering the book is of the utmost importance. If my father recognizes you as helpful, if you get it, perhaps he'll recognize you as, useful allies.
Where is this thief? Question.
That is anyone's guess.
Hmm.
Where was the book last?
The book was in the treasury, the royal treasury. It was, let's say here, very, very much here in the sinking palace itself. And he kind of
Could we
gestures with his pipe over to like one side of the luxury abode
could we
where Ulric's
see it?
standing.
Perhaps we could
Oh, you'll be my
investigate.
guest.
Yeah, I will.
You see, there are several knights though that
Yeah.
you need to. Yeah, they kind of come over. These are earls, splags,
Yep.
gentlemen.
Uh,
They open it up for you.
yeah, I will. I'll go inside and I'll look around. I'll sniff around the treasury, as it were.
I'll
Yeah.
literally sniff around.
There is no gold or valuables that you would consider like actual treasures, but you do see sort of spectacular looking bottles of swamp gas and mixtures, tinctures, all kinds of ingredients. You see like fly catching nets of exquisite make. You see a little what are they called? Fishing hooks, baits, tackle, that kind of stuff. And yeah, there's a shelf where perhaps a book would have been placed,
Okay.
but
Can I
it's
look
not there
over and
anymore.
can I see if there's any indication of like maybe a spot of slime or a scale or like a feather?
Residue of
Uh,
something.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, roll an investigation check then.
Can I also
mhm.
roll?
You can, yeah. Mm.
We were
No.
not
There's no
satisfied.
obvious. Yeah, there is nothing obvious such as that. Like, there's no like feather on the floor or scale or anything slimy. I will say though, a lot of this stuff is kind of slimy and what's the word, moist and damp anyway, as part of being just a Ballywog society. So, but there's nothing laying around obvious that's a hint.
Can I ask the guard that would
Glump
have
just.
been
Mm.
outside it? Like,
Yeah. The knight right next to you, Golga, knight
I'll
of the
sort of like.
leaping catfish.
So it was mentioned that it's kind of sort of kept hush hush. So I'll like walk up to him and I'll like go like, Knight Sir Golgar, as I like bow and I say, I've been asked to assist with the thievery.
Yes. The book that was stolen. The recovery is of the utmost importance.
Would you be able to tell me anything you saw or heard of? Even if it's something, and he looks towards Earl Splog and he goes, something that Splog may not have let you tell people?
Well,
I can roll a persuasion if you want. But
yeah, you can roll a persuasion. He says it doesn't look like he has any guesses as to who it could be or anything of that nature. He simply says that Yes, well, any one of King Gallop's retinue could have got in here. It honestly could be any ballywug with a particular station. But this treasury isn't exactly kept under what I would say lock and key. Although there is a lock and a key, which I am the one who keeps a hold of. I have no idea how else someone would have got in.
Suspicious.
Can I look at his key to
Yeah.
see if like there's soap or something? Like someone like made a soap impression or something?
Ah, okay. Yeah, give me another investigation check. That is actually a lot better. And yes, you can. You can tell just a small little in like the pegs and teeth of the key. You can see there is a small impression of maybe soap. Yeah, you can smell it. It's got that sort of fragrance scent to it.
What's the scent? Like is it floral? Is it
Well,
Norlop.
let me think. No,
Smell check.
smell check.
D100 for smells.
It's-
I feel like it would reflect whoever owns the
Let's just go with
scent.
lavender.
Lavender?
Let's go with lavender. Yeah,
Oh, that's not Norlop.
Mm.
that's not normal.
She
That's
isn't
not
the
Norlop.
lavender type.
I'll look
Hmm.
towards Notus and I'll go. Do pay attention if you smell lavender, Notus. Let us know.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Who will be a lavender type?
Because Notus is an air genasi and would be able to notice smells.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Can we make
You know,
the
mate-
executioner? He's...
Him?
So you mentioned mentioning these kind of clues aloud, right? Whilst
No,
next to the knight.
I'm sort of just like I mentioned to Notus like pay attention to see if there's lavender. As I sort of hand his I hand his key back and I go. I think we have some.
Lavender.
Your key. It smells of lavender.
It's sickly sweet. Ugh. Far too clean. Revolting.
I like watch as he literally like rubs the clue away between his hands
Yeah.
because he's like wanting to
Yeah,
get
he
it slimy again.
Yeah, exactly. He's like trying to get the soap off.
He's like, damn it, I'm making myself more clean. It's sudding up.
I'm here. Hello.
Hi.
Aha.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Esquire, please go wash this off in the swamp.
He
What?
hands you a key.
Not really
Oh.
washing it.
Yeah, so he hands it to me and it falls out of my hand.
Oh god.
Oh, that'll work.
He picks it up,
Uh.
sees there's slime all over it now.
Fantastic. A nice mucusy touch.
He puts it back in his pocket.
Good man.
Good man. Yes,
Very
good
efficient.
man. Good fellow.
You're so
Well
welcome.
done.
I will say from now on that Baerd is paying attention to see if anyone smells of lavender soap. Just kind of as
Okay,
a
yeah.
like a vague like awareness.
Well, give me an insight check on top of that as well.
Of course.
It's an insight.
Anyone
job.
anyone really witnessing can also roll an insight. Because
So
the knight seemed to be a little bit disgusted by the cleanliness.
Hmm.
so where are we? What are we doing?
We are figuring out who has stolen Bavlorna's big bad book of blood. Bad blood of book. Damn it! What is it called? The big blood.
The big book of bad blood.
Blood
Or something.
bad blood, yeah, the big book of bad blood.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Big book of bad
Big book
blood.
of bad
There you go.
blood.
Bavlorna's
Book
big
of
bad
bees.
blood.
Big book
Oh,
of bad
bloody
blood.
Okay, so we're looking for the Book of Bees. Okay,
It's
and
the
Book of Bees. I've Lorna's Book of Bees.
okay,
Mm.
so we're looking for her. Where and who told us about this?
Glump.
Grumpf.
Oh, of
Grumpf
course.
is the son,
Oh.
rather the Prince of Downfall. He's the direct descendant of King Gullop,
Oh.
and he's
okay.
asking you to help him out, help his father out.
Oh, I see.
I
Oh,
was
shit.
curious. He did say, my father this, my father that. But I didn't remember him saying who his father is.
He seems.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
no,
there's a
he-
prince on one side and a princess on the other. If we
Yeah.
could get the princess to kiss Vaike, it may fix your frog problem, though.
Whoa.
I mean, it could.
Or fully
it's very,
transformed.
it very much could.
turn him fully.
It
Or could do the opposite and
it
turn
also
him into
could
a
have been the
frog.
prince.
Mhm.
Or
This
it'll
is-
just fully turn him into a frog.
We don't
I'm
know.
thinking.
This is a lot of information.
Which part?
Vaike was just like in a coma, and he like just woke up. He was just...
Okay, so we're looking for a book. All right.
Yep.
Yes.
Someone stole it from Babylon.
No,
Just
no,
because-
from the frogs.
Yes.
I mean, someone
he's not
from the
wrong.
frogs.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
he's
was
not
stolen
wrong.
from Florida,
But
and then
Glump,
stolen by the
Glump says,
frog.
keep that. He says, keep that down. All right, keep that part to yourself.
Okay,
I would appreciate your discretion in this quest. And
absolutely, sir.
you know what? I will make it worth your while if you can find it. Maybe a couple of the ingredients in there. I'll offer them to you.
I have very
As-
keen
as a
hearing. Did
payment.
someone mention ingredients?
Ingredients.
Indeed. There's actually I should mention in there's also calligraphy brushes and inks as well. And you see kind of around this luxurious palace, you see many a painting, and all of them sort of actually autographed by Glumph. It seems like he is quite the passion for the arts. But yes, if you can find who found the book and retrieve it, we can get it back into Bavlona's cottage before she notices that it is gone.
Ooh,
Mm.
she doesn't even know. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, my father was paranoid that he was perhaps getting on her wrong side.
Mm.
So he stole it to make amends, perhaps? Or maybe even scrub his name out.
Wait,
Mm.
so you guys stole it, and then you were gonna give it back to her, and be like, "Hey, someone stole it. We found it for you."
No.
He
no.
shrugs and says, oh, those are hefty accusations, my friend.
No. What's happened is the book is misplaced, and we're going to place the book back before she knows the book has been misplaced.
Returning it may be able to get us on her good side if she has one.
Look, I don't believe that they're. I don't. All right. So, when's the last time you saw the book?
It was yesterday, I believe. Yes. Well,
Yesterday as before
days
the sun
days
sets.
in. Yeah, exactly. He says, it was not that long ago. But the longer we take, the sooner Bavlona might notice.
And
So, yeah.
where'd you see it last?
Notice.
It was
Bear to
here,
look at
in
Notus
the
and go,
treasury.
they couldn't have gone in the water because their mold would have melted. So perhaps we could. It's the only thing that smells like that here.
Wait,
As he looked at like everyone being like slimy.
what
As,
did you?
like, Baird's-
Sorry, what did you say? You thought the book would be moldy?
Mm.
Yeah.
Baird is just sort of thinking out loud to Notus, going, perhaps if you can follow the scent, we may.
Follow the fungus.
On the contrary, the book is protected against the swampy environment. It seemed to be impervious to water damage. This
Well,
is
of course.
Bavlona's book, after all.
Must be some sort of magical protection, but I assure you, it did not seem to get any moisture on it whilst in the treasury room, which is very damp in itself.
Baerd will sort of pull Notus to the side and go, I'm saying that the soap would have melted and been a not good imprint if if they went in the water.
Well, that
And
was...
then
Yeah, that was for the key, though, you suspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
yeah,
Ah, right. He's high. He doesn't know what he's talking. He's half listening.
he's half listening. Yeah,
Mate.
you'll think the boat,
But he does
the book is going.
But he does mention though that the book could be anywhere because it was
Mhm.
protected against. It wouldn't like rot or it wouldn't worry about getting wet. Basically,
Where's the treasury?
it's next
it's
to
upstairs.
Ulric. You looked inside. It's got like all kinds of calligraphy tools, fishing tackle, ingredients, bottled things.
Hmm. Who has
there
access to the treasury besides you?
The
Um,
Golger,
could
the
be
knight
anyone
with
of-
leaping catfish,
Yeah,
let us in to look
This-
around.
this guy here.
We already have been let in to look around. We can still look around, I'm sure.
Oh, he's one of Splog's guys.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sure,
Oh,
he is.
fishy. Or froggy.
Fishy. Frog.
Froggy.
Feeling a little froggy.
Yeah, Froggy.
But yeah, Baerd finishes putting up the banner, and literally like just like flutters down off of Ulric's head. It is the most chicken-like Baerd has looked in a while. Is this small stint of being on Ulric's head? You even got one angle where like Baerd is just standing there like a rooster on the top of a fence post.
Oh, did we finish decorating?
You have, yeah. At this point, I will say you're kind of making small talk with the prince and princess whilst you're putting up the decorations. And actually, whilst you're like stretching up and like leaning over things, he does notice your tattoos and remarks on them and says, "I must say they are mighty fine inks that you have. Are they unique, original designs?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. I am somewhat of an artist myself. I have a passion for the arts, as you can see, and he gestures towards several of his works, calligraphy on the walls, paintings, that kind of shtick, basically. And he says, you know, it is hard to find good penmanship, but I would offer my own skills. If you wanted to commission another piece, another tattoo, I would be happy to oblige. Should you help me out here?
Oh, hell yeah. We gotta find this book. Okay, so last place we saw it
I will
was
need
the treasury.
something. Yeah, go ahead. The
Last
treasury,
place
yeah.
we saw was the treasury. It's a moldy book, I think.
Yeah.
It's
It's a book that's protected from the water damages of downfall.
and
King Gullop had it.
mm,
He's the one who had it last, and he placed it within the treasury.
we might need to go talk to King Gullop then.
We also need to go speak to the court wizard for the princess. Is another thing we need to do.
Oh, what happened
We
with
don't
that?
really need to speak. Oh wait, no, we do need to speak with them. It's fucking.
We need to return his book.
The court mage.
Yeah.
The court
Yeah.
mage.
Oh, there's another book?
Okay.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
not.
There is another book. Yeah.
Who has the
Still
book, by the
nonsense.
way?
It's what?
Who has it? Is it on Baerd or is it somewhere else?
I have it in my hands.
Okay.
All right. Where do you want to go then? King Gullop or to the court mage?
What do you guys want to do first?
No
The
idea.
court,
I just
the
got here.
court mage.
Court
Court
mage.
mage.
Oh, mage it
Yeah.
is. All right.
Whoa, mischief looks so cool.
Yep.
I know, right? We are badass. Ah, yes. That
We
flute's
see
still
travel ups like men like trying not to slip on the same thing that they slipped on yesterday. Like
Uh-huh.
going. Yeah,
It's an infinite
pretty
loop.
much. They do say, "You have you made any more progress on the air balloon license?"
Oh, didn't you receive a invitation from the countess?
yeah, Nerlop would have sent travel up. She did send travel up an invitation to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, I did. Oh, are they connected in some way?
Well, I mean, it would be such a interesting coincidence if they were, wouldn't it be?
Hmm. No such thing as coincidences in Downfall, my dear. In that case, Glup, Riblip, take me to Flower Moss's estate at once. That's back the way we just came. Is that a complaint I hear? Turn this
Oh.
palanquin around right this instant. Yes,
Like,
your name ship.
I presume she makes them literally turn it around rather than like turn
Yes,
themselves around.
rather than her roll over. Yeah, exactly.
She has to face forward, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, she gets wagon sick.
I hold out a hand and say, "To falling up and downfall."
Very good, very good.
Lift your legs, guys. Come on, not your backs.
Ribbit. Well, it
They're
tilted.
clearly lifting with their backs.
Goodness, she's like holding on again. But yeah, they make their way past you guys. Meanwhile, you come to a soggy looking hut where you can hear the sound of like little croaking, but inside it's less like a bullywug's croak and more like a tree frog.
I will go and knock. I will knock 8 times.
Oh, okay. You hear a kind of clambering sound and what sounds like bottles kind of clinking together, and also a startled frog. But immediately the door swings open, and you see a disgruntled-looking wizard-like frog before you, and on their shoulder is a small blue darter. They got the full-on wide-brimmed hat, the pointy wizard hat, everything, the robes, long wizard sleeves. Yes.
I hold,
What?
holding open the door slightly as I go. We're here on the request of the princess. To return some things and speak to
Oh.
her.
Yeah, your pupil asked us to return this book to you.
As I sort of
Apologies,
use it as an excuse to step in, while I'm speaking.
I'm
we're here.
very busy. Is this necessary? That book was a gift. She can't
It
have read
isn't.
through it all.
Baerd will go. This book is a sham.
Are there any chairs inside the building?
Vaike is gonna teleport
yes.
inside the building.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
gosh.
I'm gonna have my echo disappear, and then I'm gonna have it reappear
Mhm.
sitting in the chair.
We were
Mhm.
told.
Okay.
We were told by the princess
Yeah.
to speak to him. So
And then I will swap places with my echo.
Yeah, you enter into the hut. You see it's got a steep thatch roof. There is actually a small wooden chest that rests in the middle of the floor. And scattered around are 6 fraying silk cushions. And as soon as you arrive here, the air, it carries a stench of decaying fish. The lit brazier hanging from a rafter, providing the only light in this dwelling. But there's also kind of shelves with other ingredients and all kinds of weird trinkets.
Pulling up the like a kettle from one of our mess kits as I use prestidigitation to make it taste like tea. I say, I brought tea, and I sort of step in, like, so that we can speak to him.
Yeah, come on, man. We're just here to have a conversation.
Excuse me, sir. How did you even get in?
Turning around and distracted by Vake's kind of teleportation allows you kind of enough time to get in.
Well, a magician never reveals his secrets now.
Quite. Yes. Certainly. Is everyone else coming in?
I
Oh, thank you for the invitation.
I like lay out a
Take
I
a
like lay out a
seat.
I lay out a thing and like set up like a little like a adventurer's tea party effectively.
I'll leave my echo outside, posted up by the door.
Like sitting with mischief.
Sit with mischief.
I close the door.
And Jack slams it.
So,
He starts like trying to give you cups for the tea. He does have like beakers and little vials that you will have to drink out of. It's like a little makeshift alchemy set. But you can see most of the stuff here is like clean. It's not well used. It's like a starter set, like my first alchemy set. Yeah.
Oh, he's
kind
a
of thing.
sham.
Baerd will look at Ulric and say, "Do you smell anything in here, Ulric?"
Can I sniff check?
Sniff check.
Oh yeah, it's whatever stench that is. It's coming from the chest. Smells like rotten fish.
Ugh, that chest is revolting.
it's my alchemic ingredients.
I will hold up a hand and go, "Do you mind?" As I like move to open it.
Excuse me.
He goes and tries to sit on the chest and says,
You haven't explained why you're here.
Your book, it's faulty. I thought that
Nonsense.
perhaps you had forgotten some ink. You know how it is. And I put on the like air of being a wizard for a moment. Like, you know how it is. And I hold up my hand and say, and whatever the college was where I met the wizard, I say, Baerd of X college. I
It
came
would
to
be,
meet the fellow.
yeah, you'd be like the King's Mage College, basically.
Baerd of Kingsmaid's College. As I hold out my hand, like, to shake it.
I see. You're quite the academic. Well, I can assure you this book is not missing anything, no pages or anything. I set before young Merva a challenge. Should she manage to decipher the pages, then perhaps she would be actually worthy of casting a cantrip.
Can I take a look at the book?
Of course. It is an Arcana check if you want to have a look at it, but it's going to be disadvantaged for you because you've never really actually read anything like this before. And I mean, a 3. That's going to be, yeah, you have no idea. You're rolling privately at the moment, by the way. But yeah, you've no clue. But it does seem to be like a very stereotypical boil and bubble, toil and trouble kind of vibe to it.
I don't know, guys. This looks real to me.
Baerd would go, yes, but Baerd will like point out and like point at Notus, like remembering Notus's mushroom that could be made into magical ink, and he'll go, as I sort of smell it and like listen to it and go, You've used the wrong ink.
Preposterous. He checks over the pages himself. Why not? I'll give him a quick you know what? You can give me a deception check. I'll give him an insight check.
Poor frog.
Night
Yes.
and day.
He goes, wait, did I use octopus ink instead of... Ah, no. And he starts to look through some belongings on the shelf.
While he's distracted, I'm
Pulls
gonna
out
pop the
some-
chest open.
Okay, well, that's a little rude. The wooden chest contains some cookware, spices, old fish bones, mummified toads, and there's a pot of kettle.
Oh.
No, there's no soap or anything like that. Actually, it's no, nothing sweet comes out of this book, and there's definitely no scent of lavender. But you've no clue what any of all of that means. It's really a mishmash of stuff.
Okay, I'll close it.
Ziff turns around, says, "Excuse me, that is a little bit on the edge of hospitality.
Hey,
He was
My
looking
fault.
for
Perhaps we should stop. I gave you a cup. Perhaps we should stop
Look at him. He
beating
can't hold
around
it.
the bush."
I'm just gonna pick up whatever cup he gave me and it just slips out of my hand. Sorry, I was looking for something a little bit more comfortable.
The beaker like smashes against the floor. Then,
Oops.
what is it you're really here for? The book is nothing. I can fix the ink. Merva is not going to be an easy student to teach, though.
How come?
Can I roll
She
an
is-
insight on his, like, whether he's being honest? As in, like, I'm getting the vibe that this guy's a sham wizard.
Oh yeah. You can definitely kind of tell that already.
Yeah.
I can understand that he is saying that Merva is difficult to teach because I assume he is not that illustrious of an arcanist as he appears to be.
Yeah, it doesn't need a roll to tell that this guy is kind of either just starting out or pretending to be something he's not.
He's a
You
level one
don't
wizard.
deserve that hat.
Is that what you say, Notus?
No, that's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Baerd would go. As sort of he sits down, like crossing his fingers over, like continuing the lie he said earlier, and he says, "Quite." And he like leans over and he says, "I'm from the investigation department at the college." As I narrow
I did
my
not know
eyes at
they
him.
had an investigation department.
Our job is to deal with
Is this?
shams, con men, people using the words of magic falsely.
Oh, yes. Perhaps I can assist you in routing them.
Does he look like he's sweating?
Yeah, how's he looking? Is he getting nervous?
Yeah, you can tell he is a little bit shifty.
What college did you go to?
College.
Who was your master?
I am
as I like
Self-taught.
pull out like I
I
pull
knew
out
he
like
was
a-
gonna say that. Self-taught.
Mhm.
I taught myself everything I know.
Is the door
Yes,
open? Is the door open or closed?
No, you wanted it
Closed.
closed.
Door
Alright.
was closed.
Yeah, he asked.
Making
You
sure.
did request it to be closed.
I'm
He
just.
says,
I'm,
"Bullywugs have passed down their arcane knowledge from generation to generation."
Can I will hold up my hand and say, "Let me inspect your hat."
My hat? Why? Whatever
Stay
for?
Is there a red here?
Every wizard knows the importance of a hat. As I sort of like lean like forward, like as I I'm trying to trick him to make him think that the hat is way more important than he.
I need this. It is holding my special components.
And he does lift it up to reveal
Mhm.
there is what looks to be a tiny little cauldron resting on top of his head.
I will go. Of course, do you have the? Of course, you must have your what's something like that isn't like a spell book, but I'm gonna like use like the phrase like it's not a spell book and it's clearly not a spell book, but I'm trying to trick him into saying I have this, even though he does it's obviously not something that would help a wizard. Like
a spell focus?
No.
like I'm trying to get him to agree to something that a wizard would never need. He goes, "But do you have the blood dagger?" As I like hold open my hands.
Oh
like
yeah, the blood vial for the sorceress.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Go ahead, give me a deception check. I'm just gonna roll something really crazy for him. If he gets a really high roll, which 14,
I
Ooh,
will,
now
amazing.
I will,
okay.
I will
So hold
use
up.
mechanical recall.
All right. There is a spell, conjures demons, and I'm pretty sure it's called Summon Fiend or something.
Or summon lesser demon or something like
Yep,
that.
Summon Fiend. Yeah, it works here as well.
Mhm.
It's a 6th level spell, or yeah, what's the other one? Summon Lesser Demon.
I think so.
It is Summon Lesser Demons. Yeah, you're right. That's a 3rd level spell.
Oh, fuck,
Perfect.
that's
Yeah,
a
well, he got a
vial of blood.
14. So yeah,
But, yeah,
exactly.
that-
So he says he kind of scratches his head for a moment and says, "You mean for summoning demons?"
I sort of go, you have to know. I wave my hand, and I go, you have to know what I'm talking about. Every good wizard who knows his salt knows what I'm talking about.
This guy's worth his
Mm.
salt.
I
This
got a
guy's worth his salt.
17. He says, No. There's no blood dagger. You need vial of human blood, though. He looks around the room, at Vaike and Garreth for a moment, to summon demons.
Oh, might
Not
not
that
work.
I'm summoning demons here. Only thing I summoned is little Spot here, and you see the small blue darter frog kind of let out a croak.
Mm.
I have
Harmless,
flashbacks to
harmless
when I killed
familiar.
Eliwick's toad.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah,
that was a blue
Mhm.
frog as well.
yeah. It was a little
Aw.
white frog, I think.
Mr. Ziff, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What's your favorite spell?
The one that puts out all the lights.
Could you cast it real quick?
You mean this one?
You know it.
Okay.
You put out the brazier.
Yeah.
You snuff it out. He says, No, it's far more powerful than that. He lights it back up again, but he uses
How does he do it?
How does he light it? How does he light it?
he uses a match.
Oh. Could you show me your favorite spell, please?
It would be a waste. It's a powerful spell. I would
I'll
need
start
to.
Me and Gareth will start casting prestidigitation, like just for random like things, like just to show like we're clearly casters.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. He does notice this. He's like looking side to side for a moment, but he does say, "Look. You cannot ask someone just to waste their spells. It takes a great deal of effort and magical components."
I start like
You're
turning
right.
the here on
You
and off and
are-
on and off and on and off
So-
and on and
So, what would you consider your favorite cantrip spell?
Cantrips, mere parlor tricks. Anyone can do this.
Oh, yeah. Could you show me one?
Of course. Behold. And he kind of mixes together some spices between his fingers and blows them into your face. So you can roll a Constitution save for me.
Whoa, what is he hitting me with? What?
Pepper spray.
Yeah.
Casting a spell. Literally just like mace.
Yeah, he's just hitting him with
16.
mace.
No way he beats it.
16.
Yeah.
You definitely succeed, though. You do feel your nose itching. You kind of got to sneeze, but it like holds for a moment, and it's like you're not. You feel like you're gonna sneeze, but you don't, and it's kind of like lingering there.
I presume it's almost clearly not magic.
Oh, it
So just
obviously
me
is
being
not
look,
magic.
You have resisted my spell. Very good. You are clearly, used to fighting casters.
so I'm not like
Oh no, he's
I'm
used
not
to
like
being
arcane.
pranked.
I'm not like arcane adept at all, but I've been hit with spells before.
Mhm.
Did that feel like getting hit with the spell?
Well, you rolled a save. That felt similar, right?
Just that, I mean,
Oh, and he did definitely cast when he blew it. He definitely recounted some sort of incantation where he went.
did it seem real? I mean, I know I'm not the one to be verifying this, but was it just mumbo jumbo?
I mean, not a spell you've seen,
Mhm.
so you can roll an insight check here, I guess. Make.
Come on,
It could be that it's so
I just
powerful.
need one good roll. Just that's all I need. Yes.
He just literally blew spice into your face. You're pretty sure.
I'm standing up.
He says,
I'm standing up. I'm standing up, and I'm walking up this man. Hey, all right.
Try
So we're
this
with.
one on the exercise. He
Mhm,
pulls
try it
out
on
the
me.
old fish bones, and he starts helix of fish guts, and he basically throws this fish at you, Garreth. Roll a con save.
A fish.
Yes,
He's not even a good fraud. How has he got away with this?
it is so disgusting that you spend an action retching and reeling from the stench. And you do see Garreth kind of like keel over, like gagging from the smell, and fish guts that are over him. He says,
All right.
Behold,
All right.
this stinking cloud.
All right. I've seen that spell before. Ziff,
No.
the game is up. All right. We need answers, and we need them now. You're not fooling us.
You're a
I have
fraud.
real spells. I just
Yeah,
don't want
what's
to waste them.
No, you don't. You don't. You threw spice in my face, and you threw dead fish on him.
I tell you what, you have a magical item on you. I will identify its magical properties.
I will.
There is.
I will pull out. I will pull out.
Oh, give him your balloon! Give him your balloon! Let's figure out what your balloon does.
No.
I pull out a single rock and I put it in his hand. And I wait for him to
This
do
is
so.
good. Yes, this rock. He got a 9.
You got minus
Yeah, no, he got a
2 on
7.
intelligence.
Oh no, he's revealed his hand. Oh god.
The -2 intelligence wizard. I love it. I'm.
Yep.
I handed him the most normal pebble.
Oh god. Right, hold on. Let me roll on the D100
It
magic
is the magical
table
seal.
to see what he thinks it does.
It's the magic stone of detect invisibility. You throw the rock in a direction, and you see if there's an invisible creature.
That's actually pretty smart.
97. It says, this is a rock that only kobolds use. They ingest them, and then it makes the consumer hysterical and jumpy, as if under the effects of a grand fear spell. Yes, a
All right,
terrifying
don't eat it.
prospect.
Baerd will
I
look
wasn't
at him,
gonna. I
Oh.
wasn't gonna eat it.
Baerd
You mean the
looks at him,
sugar rock?
raises an eyebrow, and
You're
just goes,
scared? You see, he's scared of the rock. It is the fear of the rock.
Baird's gonna look at him, raise an eyebrow, and go, "That's just a normal rook."
I mean,
And
what if-
I say this with like a matter of factness, and I just look at him
That's
in the eye,
bad.
and I'm just like, "You're a fraud." And like I just say it like in a deep voice.
Oh.
I'll use-
Not a
oh,
frog, you're a
no,
frog.
no. You're a frog.
a fraud. A
He
fraud.
says,
You're a fraud.
one. He says a fraud. No. One last chance. One last, please. What are you doing?
He gets hit with a spell?
I'm giving him a pun. I'm taking my revenge for
Give-
the dead fish.
Oh God. Well, I guess he falls down onto the floor. What is it?
It's Stash's
Is it
hideous
hideous
laughter.
laughter, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Garrett's hideous laughter. You'll have to tell me, how does your laughter sound? It's gonna be
no,
awful.
this is half. He's laughing. I'm telling a pun.
Okay.
As in, he's not a frog.
Oh,
he's a
right.
frog. And that's what
Oh, I
triggers
see.
him.
Right. Triggers him.
And he walks around on the floor with all of his like spices and things he has in his pockets, like scattering around him.
He does. Is all over the floor, and I think he's incapacitated. Right. He
Yep.
can't even do anything. Oh no! His poor little frog is trying to jump away during this.
Can I catch it?
Hello.
The frog?
You want the frog, the little frog? He
the frog.
the frog is hopping around all the ingredients that have fallen to the floor: cookware, spices, fish bones, and there's a mummified toad that also lands down, and the other frog jumps onto the toad. And so, if you want to catch it, give me a little strength check, and just see if you catch this thing, because it's going
What?
for the mummified toad.
Straight strength.
Yeah, it'll have to be strength. You got to be at 12.
Well,
Ah.
I can give you
Okay.
a bardic
So when the
Bardic inspo.
Inspiration.
We need a 3 or higher.
It's free.
shit.
Is it
God
meets
damn it.
beats?
It's wait, is it 3? 3
Yeah, so it'll be 12.
10,
It's
11,
contested.
12.
12.
No, you've got to get a 4 or higher, because a contested roll has to beat, as in has to
No.
actually beat, not just meet.
Oh, what?
I'm afraid.
Alright.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's same way. If you were contested someone else trying to grapple you, it'd be status quo if you both got 12s. Okay, in that case, then the frog leaps up onto the mummified toe, whilst Ziff is laughing and rolling all over the floor. You see the frog jump onto the toad, and it suddenly starts like pushing down on it as if it's about to like pop. And I'm just gonna see if I can roll out of this real quick. What's your
The
save?
frog is the real evil. Kill it.
I believe it's a 13.
Okay.
oh no.
So
It's 13.
as the frog, yeah, he fails.
Mhm.
So he's still laughing, right, for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute or until he makes a save.
Okay, perfect. So you see him laughing and cackling, and as he laughs, you see the little frog jump onto the toad, and suddenly a burst of magic explodes from the toad, and as it does, you are plummeted into darkness.
Oh no.
The entire room is filled with this magical darkness, and I guess because the door's still closed, it's just
Yep.
contained in here. It's a second level spell.
Magical
Here we
darkness,
go.
as in the spell darkness.
Looks like it.
Interesting.
The frog.
I mean, if it wasn't the spell darkness, I would be able to see.
I know Notus can see because Notus has
Yeah.
blind sight.
Yeah, that's Notus.
Okay, yeah, and notice you can still see where the frog is jumping around on
on the floor. Same with Ziff, who's trying to roll away at this point. And he's trying to like roll towards the door, but he's still laughing uncontrollably right now.
He's
What does
prone
everyone
and
do? Is this...
He's
Can I-
also incapacitated. He can't move.
He's still laughing, right?
Yep.
Incapacitated doesn't mean you can't move, but yeah.
If he's still laughing, can I grapple him?
You can't quite see him. He's
I can hear him.
You can hear him, that's for sure. Yeah, I'll say that you can maybe roll with a disadvantage then.
Can
But-
I grapple him?
I just want to point out you can still move whilst incapacitated.
Oh.
It just means
No,
you
but
can't
he's
use
prone.
actions. Yeah,
He's prone.
I know he's prone, but you can crawl on the
Oh.
floor.
Oh,
So
you
it's
can't
like
take
half movement.
actions.
Mm-hmm.
You
yeah.
can move
Oh.
So
while
I'm gonna have you
incapacitated?
roll. You can move while incapacitated. Yeah. If
Weird.
if unless the effect says you're incapacitated and whilst incapacitated you cannot move. If it
Mm.
does say that, for example, like there are some spells like hypnotic pattern, for example.
I see.
Anyway, this
Never mind, I'm
so
up.
this frog is rolling around on the floor. He's trying to get away, but notice you can tell he's getting towards the door.
Oh,
But-
I'm gonna stand in front of the door, and then I'm gonna
Okay,
literally
yeah.
call out to Mischief to block from the other side. He's just going to
Oh,
park
no.
himself on the other side of the door and take a nap.
Alright.
Oh god.
That's what's happening. I will make my way to the laughing frog and I will grapple him.
Can I also try to grab him?
The right way. Yeah, I guess you can. There's nothing stopping you at this point. He's gonna struggle here.
Mm-hmm.
Poor
Can he
guy.
beat a 20? Can he
He's
beat a
only got-
25?
No, he can't. I don't think. So yeah, you grab a hold of him. Though slimy as he is, he's still on the floor, and you just pin him on the ground.
I grab Vaike. GG.
Um,
I got you.
You
You're
just
not
all
going
end up in a
anywhere.
pile with this frog on the bottom.
Ulric, you're grappling me, dummy! Look, we're both green and slimy.
Yeah.
Baerd will call out to the smaller frog and say, "We have Ziff. Stop and speak to us."
The little frog just replies with
Oh.
a small chirp.
Do I understand frog yet? Have I hit that stage in my evolution?
I'm afraid not. No, maybe Bullywug. But no. This little frog just lets out a small little croaking chirp, but otherwise doesn't seem to be suddenly turning into a powerful wizard or anything like that.
I turn around and say, "Tell us what's going on, frog."
So you spend 10 minutes casting Speak with
No, I know.
Animals?
I just
He's
cast it.
sacrificing a spell slot.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you could do that.
You ask us. You ask
Yeah.
the frog what's going on here, as in like they're the. Okay, they just
I'm
turn to you
assuming the
and they're like,
frog is the brains here.
"What do you think? I'm like some kind of mastermind behind this all? I'm just a frog. I
Why
just
are
got
you
all
magic?
caught up in this. I don't do magic. I just try to hump that thing because I'm not from around here. This guy employed me, kept me in a cage, taught me little tricks, and then promised me some good flies. But no, he's not even a real wizard. He just has this weird mummified frog.
That's it.
I'm not his familiar.
I'll go and grab the mummified frog off the floor.
How?
That thing's you can look for that thing. I don't know if it's still around. Oh, it's probably another one in the chest. I think he kept a spear one around here.
Yes, it's still pitch black in here.
Can I
Yeah, you can't really see
Can I-
it.
can I-
Rummaging
can I-
around.
feel
Knock-
around where the mummified frog is and put it in the chest?
You are gonna have to give me a perception check with disadvantage because you're fumbling around. You can hear beakers smashing on the ground as people are trying to like get towards
Notus is like left.
the ingredients.
Left. No,
It's
no,
not
you're.
bad.
17.
Oh,
Hey, that's actually good. All right. Shit. Yeah. Okay.
That is
No
with
case,
disadvantage.
Yeah. No, that's not bad. You can smell it more than anything.
Oh yeah.
The wooden chest contained a mummified toad. The one that they jumped onto,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of squashed and exploded into darkness, almost as
Oh,
if its guts
exploded.
erupted into this inky blackness. Yeah, but there is another one that you find with a 17, and it's
Oh, no.
inside the chest.
No, what I wanted
Yeah.
to do is I thought the original was still intact, and I wanted to put it in the chest and then lock the chest.
You find like a stain where it was. You find like its skin, right, where it like
Ah.
erupted, and so you just pick up this like empty. It's almost like a popped balloon. That's the one thing you find.
Okay.
But there is another one.
No, I'll try to
So-
put it in the chest, close the lid, and
Okay.
ask Notus, can you make a breeze? This isn't normal darkness.
I reach down, feeling feeling Ziff next to me, and I am going to pull out a hammer and python and just start nailing his clothes to the floor.
Oh God! All right, yeah.
I don't
You'll
think that's
still face
necessary. I got
restraint.
him. He's not gonna get away from me and Ulric.
I
True.
start nailing his clothes to the floor.
And I want to do one more thing, if that's okay.
No, my powerful spellcasting robes. You damage these, it'll be a fortune in debt. How long it takes to... Ah! What the hell is that now? Noise!
Oh no,
Being
not on
jumpy
him.
from
Not on
people
him.
spellcasting.
No,
Nonetheless, real spellcasting is terrifying him by the sounds.
I want
Especially
to close
when
I want
he's
to
talking
close
to
the
that frog.
chest.
Lock the chest. for
Sure.
now.
Yeah.
You lock it up, no problem. Though, what command word do you use for it? What's the
Cookies.
password?
The password is going to be Juniper Jump.
Jump.
Okay, Juniper Jump it is.
Juniper jump.
And the what was I going to say? Oh,
Does
yeah, he
the
says,
darkness eventually just go
You know-
away?
Do you know how long it takes to repair robes of the Archmagi? Hmm?
Yes.
that one. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, she does.
that one. that one was
Yeah,
for Steph
actually.
specifically. Yeah, that's true. Because they're waiting on a whole arc for those things to be finished. That's why they're going to Terry's Tower in the first place. Anyway, they say, "Look, I'm not going anywhere. It seems." Oh wait, he's still laughing his ass off unless he gets this wisdom save as well. No.
I
He's like,
presume he's gonna stop
Just-
laughing as soon as the
Just
darkness
let me
disappears.
go.
you know if he's crying or laughing, but it's still the same. How long does this last? A minute, yeah?
A minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
The laughter.
How
yeah,
long is
okay.
that?
The chest is locked. Does anyone want to do
Darkness.
stuff? Darkness is also.
Darkness
a minute.
lasts a bit longer.
Oh,
Really, it's
longer?
It
10
would be,
minutes.
but no, it's 10 minutes. So you were just after a minute, he does stop laughing, but he isn't going anywhere. You've got him firmly pinned down.
Baerd is gonna look down and say, "Now tell me what's going on. Full honesty. Tell us why you're a sham, what you're doing, and what you're doing here."
I'm no sham. You saw real magic before your eyes, no? Well, you technically can't see it, which is part of the magic.
Baerd will go, "Using a magical item does not make you a mage.
Yeah, even
And I
Ulric
don't
can use a
even
magic
think that-
item.
I don't even think that was magic. I think that was just a weird frog."
Doesn't creating a magic item count for something?
No.
I presume he has had nothing to do with creating these things. I feel.
Did you make the frogs?
I followed the instructions to the T.
Show us these instructions. Tell us where the instructions are.
Right here.
You can hear an unfolded piece of paper coming out.
I grab it and look
See?
at it.
It's all right there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you can't see because of my magic. It's too powerful.
Mhm.
If you unhand me, I will. If you unhand me, I will dispel the darkness.
I will
This is-
literally I will park my ass on his chest as everyone else is like looking around the building.
One moment.
Why do you
That won't
click
work. It won't help. He's in darkness.
I'm fire! I'm on fire! Help! Help! I'm burning
Yeah, I
up!
do hate to say it. The magical darkness, I
Yeah.
think, trumps fairy fire.
Yeah,
No.
but Garreth is under the impression that this isn't real magical darkness.
Okay, well, in that
this
case,
feels like some alchemical darkness.
it is confirmed to be real
Mhm.
magical darkness, as you do not see anyone lit up from your
Mm.
spell. He says, if you unhand me, I shall dispel the darkness, and then you
I
can
will
read
just-
the powerful
I will
magical formula.
I will just wait for the darkness to disappear.
Yeah.
No, wait,
Yeah,
you're
running.
We'll be here for. We'll be
you're
here
a
for a long
powerful
time.
wizard, right?
Only 10 minutes? No, wait, 8.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if you're a powerful wizard, it means you're full of magic, right?
Aw,
I'm
right.
sure you
Mate.
could do it from down there.
Maybe if you won't help us out, maybe I can just eat you, get your magic, and I could do it myself. Because you're a
That-
powerful wizard, right?
That is a wonderful idea, Ulric.
What?
I
Who
mean,
told
we
you
don't need
that
you, we
eating-
just need your magic.
That is a most unorthodox method. No, eating things does not grant you magical powers.
He's
That's
wrong.
what
pretty
you
good.
think.
He's so
I'm pretty
wrong.
convinced they do. I guess, I mean, there's only one way to test my theory, because you're a powerful wizard and all. Oh,
Gonna roll.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab his arm. I'm not gonna bite him. I'm gonna open my mouth and ah.
Like him.
Like him.
The other frog's like, well, I think whilst eating him is a powerful interrogation tactic, I think he's obviously off his nut, this guy. Like, just let him be. He's like my income of flies, all right? So I'd rather you didn't eat him. But I understand your frustrations. Though I will point out this isn't very hospitable. He has let you into his own home. So if I were
He's a-
you, just
He did lie to
Maybe
us
call it off.
multiple times.
right, that's true. Wait, your friend isn't actually going to eat him, is he?
No.
Yeah, he is.
He might.
Who is this guy? This frog.
I'm like
I want
speaking.
to
he's
catch
not-
a frog.
I don't
Zeke
want to be
is
that
not
guy.
very nutritious.
I'll hold out my hand for the small frog to hop onto if it wants to speak to me, like from my shoulder instead of where it is.
Yeah, I don't know how much nutrition he's going to give you. Maybe a couple of carbohydrates, but nothing much.
Yeah, is he high protein?
Oh, you
Is
can
a
roll an
high
intimidation
protein
check, though.
diet? Okay.
Yeah,
I like
is-
hold out my hand,
I think we've-
like so the small frog can like speak to me on my shoulder instead of.
Mhm.
Can I roll it with strength instead? Or would it have to be charisma?
So normally it is charisma.
Yeah.
With your raging, you can normally add your just-
Okay.
yeah. If you're raging, you can definitely use your strength, but
Okay.
There's an argument I could make of a reverse intelligence modifier.
Can I rage that?
you could rage and do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'll allow you to do it.
Perfect.
All right.
I got 3. Oh, I forgot.
Okay. Now,
my wild
not only-
magic-
What's it gonna do?
oh shit! What's that? do?
What's an 7?
Flowers and vines
no.
temporarily grow around me until my rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of me is difficult terrain for my enemies.
Difficult terrain.
Oh.
Perfect.
He's really
it.
not going anywhere.
No, he's not. And this is the other beautiful thing is because now it's a strength check, you get advantage on it because you're raging, and you have advantage on all strength checks.
Oh, okay.
So it's really strong because you go from a +1 to a +4 with advantage. Which
I
is
feel like
insane.
he's going to immediately start telling us exactly like why he's doing this. Let's see it actually.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So a 22 is definitely a success. He He says, all right, the jig is up. I am no court mage. I am more like a court jester. But I only wished to gain the ire of the court's a powerful position is the court mage. The title, the illustrious the illustrious arcanist, was not bestowed upon me lightly. I am charged with protecting the noble family and making sure that no magical mishaps arise.
How can you do that if you're not a mage?
I thought I could at least try. I was in the process of learning. That's why I brought my new alchemy set and everything. I mean,
Baerd is gonna look at. Baerd turns towards where he knows Garreth is, and then he does like a look, like he's like, this guy.
Yeah, this guy.
Baerd goes, alchemy isn't how you. That's not.
Alchemy is not even.
That's not magic.
Okay. I mean,
what do you mean? Alchemy is the base. It's the base elements of all things. I've seen how mages use components. They use cabbages for stinking clouds. They use human blood for summoning demons. These are all components, are they not? No.
It's more of a. It's sort of like he's talking out of his ass a little bit, and he goes.
If you're making a cake, and you're just throwing in the flour and the milk and the eggs, it doesn't make a cake. It just makes a piece of food. To make a real cake, you need to add the actual ingredients, the love, the intention, the emotions.
Love?
That is magic. This is just a sham.
Damn. That was deep, Garreth.
Components are not the most important piece of magic.
You know what is important here in Downfall? Appearances.
Yes. And it would appear that you're
not
qualified for your title.
It really did not matter that I was a real mage or not. I rose in the nobility. I became incredibly popular with my tricks. But,
you lied to the princess. She believed in you.
Look, how about this? You keep my little act a secret, and I can use my position to get you an invitation to the feast.
That's a little bit late. We already are invited.
All of you?
Splog invited us. For putting up decorations.
We are all invited, right?
Yes. I would assume so if you guys put the decorations up.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
We did that.
Yeah. Anyone who helped put the decorations up, I guess you could give an invitation to. True.
Yes.
The only one who wasn't able to put up invitations, decorations, already was invited for the feast.
Yeah.
Yes. Which was I, Vaike.
Vaike was the only one who couldn't have gotten invitations that way.
I was playing
okay.
with the Echo.
Mm-hmm.
He says, well then, in that case, how about, how about I help you in some other way, I have many potions I could lend to you. A little supply of alchemy fire, or perhaps, I have this. He pulls, you hear a bottle kind of rolling around from, he's trying to reach into his sleeve, but it's like pinned on the floor. So he kind of like rolls out from it. And it's cool. Let's have a look.
Baerd will go.
Mash bubble pop.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What is that?
I see. I have captivated your attention. This is a powerful elixir. When you drink it, you can flow like air.
I
Hmm.
miss.
Well, I
miss
could do what Notus
Misty Step?
does.
You wait. You can already do that. Vaike.
I can't do what Notus does.
You can
Notice got-
levitate into the air like think swamp gas balloon.
It's like
It's the
What?
very
Like
stuff.
bubble pot? The bubble pop teapot?
Ah, so you've heard of the same magic, huh? Yes, it is about condensing or refining the swamp gas. This is a concentrated version of that. You can float away into the air rather
So,
rapidly, I might add.
so you're just a guy. You don't got any magic abilities.
This is a real magical potion, I assure you. You saw
Yeah.
the darkness one. That is the same here. It recreates a spell.
What
But
are the authorities?
you can't cast magic, but you are proficient in making magic and magical items.
Yes. Just-
Okay.
He creates
It
parlor
still
tricks.
makes me illustrious.
You really made them. You made them.
I did, yes. With ask my little friend. Ask
Oh, yeah.
Spot if you wish.
Can you?
I'll
can
ask
you
the frog, yeah, if he really makes them or if it's something else.
Yeah, he's been toiling day and night, mixing together all those bubbly things. He's got a hand for it, but more often than not, it kind of just results in a stench.
Hmm.
But no,
So
he's done it. He's
I'll-
kind of
I'll-
worked out some of the things.
I'll release my grapple from him and I'll start to pull the pythons out of his cloak.
yeah,
I mean, he had to replace a few sets. Some of them got smashed up in some mishaps, but
I feel like when the darkness goes off, the house is trash.
oh yeah. The darkness fades at this point. It's been like 10 minutes, but now it's been replaced with like fire. Was it sorry, like flowers and vines?
Oh yeah, yep.
Oh, from Ulric's Rage.
Yeah, right. That's grown all over the place and knocked things over, torn up the pillows,
Baerd will go.
through the floorboards.
What does your title let you do? What are the authorities of your title?
Well, I gain access to close close information regarding the courts. I know much about the power behind the throne. I've been in this seat for many years. I could perhaps tell you about secrets and plots. I get invited to every feast, you see, and well, I have a keen hearing.
Baerd will lead back and go. Baerd will like put his like head head on his like finger on his mouth and goes. Do be aware that. Calmly, he goes. We do have this info on. In a way that no one else quite can.
So,
So it would be
What do you
good
mean by
to.
this?
Hmm.
I'm going to repeat his admission back to him in his voice.
Mm. You cannot blackmail me. I have nothing against the king or any of the other nobles.
It's not
I have
blackmail.
never moved against them.
It's honesty.
And other nobles already know that others scheme behind their backs. It would be nothing new to them.
Yes, but the right words in the right place can do quite a lot. So tell us of these secrets of the throne.
Or else,
We'll go public. We'll tell everybody everything and how you're a sham.
We'll tell the princess.
yes, I forgot you had that over my head.
It's all good. We as long as you cooperate, I feel like we'll get along nicely.
You
The
wish to know about
alternative
King
is
Gallop, the 14th?
Yes.
alternatively,
Well,
you could just give my friend Garreth your title.
goodness.
No, we don't need to be taking titles
well,
now.
that is as bad as letting my name be known.
I give him a tap on the head, and then I
Oh.
take my mask off. Can you fix this?
Oh, the mask.
You make magical items, right?
Look-
Can you fix this?
I'm more a chemical item, not really a master of magical items, just concoctions. So I'm afraid not. But Lorna might be able to.
Ugh.
We will make the face.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right. So King Gollop. King Gollop is a monarch whose reign has. It has been off to a rough start. He had a certain. What's the name? Sir Talava? Yes, a fairy dragon came along and they were spouting nonsense about Fomorians and such. But
They were
they
likely being
captured
honest.
Sir Talava. Hmm?
They were likely telling the truth, as much as it wouldn't be what you wanted to hear.
Maybe,
All the time.
but what ended up happening next is King Gallop imprisoned Sir Talava. And unfortunately, he escaped. And I doubt Bavlona was pleased with this.
Is it known
If it
how
is
he
under King's
escaped?
Gallop reign. Yes, with the help of several ballywags. Morgott is in prison, so I believe. A former knight. And Wigglewog, another air balloon pilot. And they made their escape under King Gallop's reign, which puts his name in the bad book of blood. Bad blood book. That's the one. Still,
What book?
the big big book of bad blood.
The Bubba
That
Butt.
book.
Yes, that one.
So if you make Bavlorna mad, she puts your name in that book.
Oh yes.
Garreth is going
And
to
then
pretend
not
he has
soon after.
never heard about this book, and he is trying to pry as much information about it from him, because I believe this book shouldn't be that well known.
Well, soon
puts
after,
him
your
high
head
on the-
usually ends up on a spike.
Oh,
Yes.
wait.
Not by Bavlona's hand, but certainly she seems to have influence over the nobles. Anyone who displeases her, well, it soon becomes apparent. And then other frogs are trying to vie for her favor. And so dethroning the reigning noble means you're doing Bavlona a favor. But
Is that what happened with
Gallop
the previous
is
king?
And the one before that. And the one before that.
So Zabilna wouldn't like this.
Mm-hmm.
Zibirna.
Oh yeah, we are her. We've mentioned this multiple times. We were Zabilna's agents.
Wait. Do we really want to be
I
spreading
see, I
that
see.
sort of
We've
information?
already told this.
That's
We've already
about the
mentioned.
first thing we mentioned when we entered Downfall.
All right.
We've
Who did we
said this a
tell?
lot.
Who did we tell?
Everyone.
Oh well.
Everywhere we go, we spread that word.
I specifically wasn't spreading that word here because I don't know. Maybe she has a radar. Maybe
It was
Bevlin
part of
has a
our introduction
radar
to Gullup.
Yeah.
to goal up.
Gallop is first and foremost a selfish coward. He is more concerned for his own well-being than that of others, including his own children. While he puts on an air of compassion and benevolence, in reality, Gallop is extremely paranoid. And it's only the social constraints of the noble etiquette and chivalry that has dissuaded him from acting as a mad tyrant. He would rather see everyone's blood spilled in the swamp than have anyone question his motive or his rule.
Well, if we keep your secret, can we count on your support when it matters?
Hmm.
I will hold out my
Support?
hand as an actual deal of you're going to work with us whatever we choose to do kind of deal. Garreth, our friend Garreth here, can write up a contract.
The deal was that you would not tarnish my name or title.
That is true.
We won't.
We will
So how about if you wish to make a new deal, how about this? I will happily assist you, but I do really wish I could cast magic, So perhaps I know. Those merchants over there, Charm and Bauble.
Oh, I don't
If they
like
have
those.
If they have something like a spellcasting book, like an actual spell book, then perhaps I can learn a thing or two.
Who needs a
You get that
spell book?
for me, and I will shush you. And then I can get some real magic, and then I would not have any need for this alchemical stuff. In fact, I'll be happy to give you one.
Would you be willing to
You can
teach
have
the
some marsh
princess?
bubble pop. And then I can teach the princess, yes. After I have actually learnt it myself. Maybe we could even study together.
I'm sure she would like that.
Then we have a deal. You can get me an actual spell book. I will happily trade you some alchemical goods and teach the young princess.
It's worth a try.
Do I remember them having a spell book for trade?
We didn't ask.
Yeah, but did I see it in their shop at all?
Not advertised, I don't think, but there's a potential they have. There was lots of other parcels and packages, actually wrapped up presents by the look, on the back shelf. Some of them weren't for sale. In fact, that's where you saw Ulric's coin purse as well. So there were items not listed that were clearly there.
That were for sale that just aren't as obvious.
All right. But
I will I'll make sure that all the pythons are pulled up and move if Notus wants to sew up the holes. Let Notus do that. Nah. I turn towards the frog and say, the little frog, and I go, "So you like this guy?"
Oh, who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, as if's all right. He provides some good flies, and I get a taster of a couple of ingredients from time to time. But yeah, he's not. He really isn't that bad. He wouldn't harm a fly.
I mean,
Actually, that's a bad analogy. I would hurt a fly. I eat flies, but you get the point. He's completely harmless. I mean, he might be dangerous if he actually does learn a spell or two, but
Let's teach
as
him
he is
fireball.
right now,
I will hold out my hand and say, "Just promise that when you learn magic, you'll use it responsibly."
yeah, you better not turn me into a human or something.
Yes, of
Ew.
course. I intend to better the lifestyle here in the palace.
Making things better for people is the best goal for magic. And Baird will sort of like pick one of the flowers out of the ground. I hold it up to Zip and say,
Maybe Hmm?
hold this wild flower up to Zip and say, "The Feywild rewards those who do good, those who bring happiness." And I will place the flower in his hat.
Oh,
Oh.
I shall heed this lesson well. Maybe I will bring a few motes of happiness to Soggy Court. And maybe
You
even
have
some summoned demons.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Be careful with that one. People have
no,
done
it's
that
fine.
before,
Yes.
apparently.
No. Use it as much as you want. You haven't heard of any missing books, have you?
Mm, no. I.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, wait a minute. He might have. I'm going to quickly roll a check.
Mm.
Ooh.
There's a potential he does.
Nope.
No. But one last piece of gossip I have is King Gullop. He is no fool. He may be a coward and selfish. He knows there are two major threats to his reign and safety at the moment: the traitorous
two?
nobles
Oh.
and Bavlona's wrath. But if he can deal with those, he might enact his plan. He currently wishes to crown both Glumph and Merva, his children, as co-rulers. But do not be fooled. This move isn't out of love for his children, but instead intends to make them targets. Any coups will perhaps be aimed at them instead.
The more I hear about
But
it, the
before,
more I'm of the opinion that these ceaseless coups are nothing but harmful to all of you.
I don't like this.
It seems like it's done nothing but stagnate the soggy court. No one can make any progress towards anything, even you. Perhaps there may
When
be
you say
another
the
way.
words, yeah, when you say the word "no progress,"
Mm.
you hear a kind of a chorus of frogs in the distance, just natural frogs here, and even little Spot here joins in with that sentiment. And I guess because you still have that speak with animals, they all basically repeat the same thing you just said, but in a croaking kind of tone, saying, "No progress, no progress."
Oh!
Baird starts like strumming a tune, trying to pull away. As he pulls out his lute, he starts pulling away the no progress as he starts playing a song about that reflects the push forward to change, to echo against the no progress.
Hmm. What would that tune sound like? Kind of
That's
a
probably
11.
I can.
It-
No, I'll do
it
Kenku
feels-
as well. It's always fun.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
it was
no.
Not
worse.
any better. It's fine.
As you try to play this song, it does not do anything to drown out the chorus of these frogs, and you kind of get this almost mental image as you're trying to implement change here into thither. It feels like everything is way too stuck in the mud to lift out. You're going to need a crane or a Jedi Master to lift the X-wing out of the bog, because this is so firmly stuck. Nothing ain't nothing's moving. It's only sinking deeper.
Baerd only seems more
That's the kind of-
determined.
Yeah.
As
Alright.
he
Yeah,
stands
you
up
you
to
yourself feel the weight like on your shoulders of this place.
Baerd stands up, like the crown on his head, as he looks at Sif and says, and he says this calmly and says, "Well, since you'll be allied with us, I'm sure you'll help bring about change."
It'll be easier if I know some magic, but for now, I will stick to my little hovel.
Yeah.
Try to keep out of the chaos.
Yeah, and Baird, as you can like go to move on as well, you feel like for a moment you were like sinking in the mud. Like it was actually like your feet were kind of squelched in there. Like you almost lost your boots before. But just the first couple of steps are like soggy and muddy.
Baerd sort of looks down at it with
All right.
determination.
Looking at this frog fills you with determination.
Hmm.
All right, guys. I think we've
Uh,
figured out that if we put a new
Oh,
monarch on the throne, it's just
It
gonna
won't.
end this. It's just gonna end the same way.
So we
I
need to
think-
stop it.
I
We
think we
to
need.
stop all of it.
Garreth, you got
I-
a mummified toad.
Hmm?
Yeah. You got a mummified toad, didn't you? Just gonna add
No.
that to your sheet as well.
No, I
He-
didn't.
he locked
no,
it in
no,
the chest.
I
You left it?
wanna, I want to make
it
sure
back.
that it's
Oh, you
all in
locked
the
it.
chest because I thought the darkness came from the toads.
Okay. Yeah, it did. All right,
No,
never mind.
I didn't take anything from the hovel. I wanted to make
Okay.
sure that everything's in the chest, and then I locked the chest so
Yep.
no one could get stuff out of it.
No sweat.
So I don't think no matter who we put on the throne is gonna matter, because the throne is what she wants. She wants there to be infighting. She doesn't want to be a unified group to oppose her.
Then we need to stop it. We need to get them all to come together.
So Countess Norlop wants the throne. Splog doesn't care who's on the throne. He just wants to be in control of the architecture.
Norlop wants revenge.
She
If
wants
there's-
revenge.
She wants revenge, or at least someone else on the throne.
I thought you had told us that she said that she wants, because her brother said that she would always be would make a good monarch.
She believes she is a great alternative, but her main priority is revenge.
Okay, so we gotta talk. We gotta work on her.
Mm-hmm.
And then Illig wants. It was Illig and the elder old Gramps frog,
Murto?
Murtop. No, yeah, Murtop.
Murtops.
They want a revolution.
They
So
want a
we might-
revolution and a senate.
and a senate.
But they want a senate of the old toads.
I think we should have a senate of new toads. I think we can make each of them in charge of some department. Like we can have Splog be in charge of architecture, Norlop in charge of food.
agriculture,
Agriculture, there you
and
go.
culture.
In culture, we can have like Illig be like the war master or someone like that. Someone be in charge of foreign affairs. Someone in
I think
charge.
Belfort will be a better suitable person
We could
because
speak
he is
to...
actually the one on the front lines.
Look, I don't know these guys. All right, I'm just spitballing here. I'm just trying to get us all in the same idea of what we want to do here.
We need to get past their politics. What do you think, Notus?
Notus lost interest in the whole situation as soon as the guy said he couldn't fix the mask. She's just petting
Yeah.
the toad.
Oh.
I will double pet the toad, me and my echo.
Action surge to pet the toad.
Not yet. That's at the end of the day if I didn't use it. You gotta hold on to that resource.
Is it action surge per short rest?
Yes. I don't know. Maybe we get jumped by the tree again.
Jump by the tree.
Maybe we
do
get
it.
jumped by the tree.
Second
No.
time.
I don't want to fight that guy. But so, do we think that we should? Well, it seemed like Murtop and Illig were working together. So, do we want to go talk to Illig, or do we have some more pressing matter? Because do we have any leads for this book whatsoever?
We could go speak to Trinket and Bubble without like moving us on the map. Could I just like quickly like run over to Trinket and Bobble and see if they have a spell book?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
So
Did we go
the
there today or yesterday? I forgot.
today.
Maybe wait a bit.
That's not a problem. They wanna, they can.
I
Trinket, Bauble, and Charms.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
I head up real quickly and
Yeah,
like,
head over. The large pane of grey glass is drawn closed, but you can knock.
yeah,
Try to.
I do 8 knocks.
Hello. What do you want?
Do you? Hi, would you happen to have a spell book I could buy?
What kind? Abjuration,
kind?
necromancy, transmutation.
What would abjuration? Abjuration, yeah, I'll go.
Give him evocation. I'm gonna use a fireball. I want to see this guy.
No,
fireball.
no.
Do you
Definitely
have-
no evocation.
Do you have a-
Transmutation would also work.
Yeah,
Kind of like
maybe illusion, but that's
alchemy
it.
like idea.
Would you happen to have a beginner's guide to transmutation? Or something like that?
Yeah, we got something like that. Hold on. They do pick out a smaller book. This one's from Bitter End's library herself. She didn't need it anymore. So, can you dance? Do you have any rhythm to you?
I'm not letting you have my. I'm a bard. That's not a good idea.
Just your step. Nothing to do with. Well, it might affect something. I don't know. She pulls out a little articulated and wooden marionette and makes it on the dance countertop.
I
1,
will.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I will smile and I will pull out a. I will pull out the. What will I pull out?
Do you have the bottle that when you shatter it, it like reforms?
Yeah, I do. I'll put that bottle on the counter.
Isn't that on Ulric's? Wait.
No. Mine is
Oh,
the 8-ounce glass that magically reassembles itself after a minute of being broken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
mine
Yeah,
is like
sorry,
the
that's the
infinite
other
water
bottle.
bottle.
That was the one. Okay. She looks at it. Where'd you find this? I know. There's a crack in it.
It'll fix. Helps you measure out exactly a minute, actually.
What's a minute?
I will demonstrate the bottle.
So you're gonna smash it and then wait for it to reassemble.
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
And that's a minute.
She says, so you're gonna give me a minute of your time?
No, I'm giving you this bottle.
Oh. Okay. What do you think, Trinket? Is this worth it?
Think how fun it would be to see marbles scattering all around with this bottle. And then you could put them back in the bottle. And then they could scatter again.
Yeah. Maybe. I'll tell you what. Roll me a persuasion check and see if you can actually really sell this thing. Because they definitely have their preferences. Well, all right, there you go. They say... you can see, like... By the way, over the course of this conversation, Bulb was kind of like looking over your shoulder towards Bavlorna's cottage. And Trinket's like... Oh, I kind of like it. It's neat. Ah, you know what? I'll take it. Bulb's like, all right, fine. Just here. Stop disturbing us. And she looks over at your shoulder one more time towards the cottage. It's taking her so long. And she shuts the little window. But yeah, you've got yourself a book on, was it transmutation?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, perfect.
Is she coming out?
Transmutation spellbook. Yeah,
Wait.
I will let everyone know that apparently she's taking too long. As I will have Garreth have gone with me for that, but then I'll come back to everybody. It's fine. And I will literally knock on the door and go, Ziff, and I'll delete the 8-ounce bottle thing from my inventory now.
Because that was quick. In that case, I have something to offer you in as trade. A deal is a deal. Would you like the bubble pop? Or would you like the mummified toad? I can't seem to get the chest open though, it's stuck. So I guess it's gonna have to be the bubble pop.
I wonder why.
How weird.
I wonder why it's locked.
I blame that sticky guy. And looks at Jack. What? I didn't say. I didn't even talk to you all the whole time, buddy.
As I take the bubble pop, I shake my hand and complete our deal for allyship.
All right, cool.
Study up,
I will
Ziff.
drag the mosh.
We'll call you upon you in our time of
And we'll
most
let-
dire need.
And we'll let the princess know that you're going to be learning together.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part. Can't wait. Still, Merva is a little bit slow learner.
Hey,
It means
fine.
that you'll always be ahead. It means you'll be able to teach her better.
Mm-hmm.
I think he grins at that and smiles, like, you always look on the bright side, don't you?
I do my best.
Do look at from the bright side. If you're teaching her and she's slow on being taught, then people won't suspect why you are barely ahead of her progress. It's so you're adjusting your level to hers.
Or just tell them that you're learning a new school of magic, so you know, it's new territory.
Yeah, he's already like flicking through the pages as you talk to him, kind of like nodding, like yes.
like half listening as he's already starting to read.
Speaking of, is there a
Huh?
page about mending in the book?
Let me see. I think there would be, yeah. It's only
Because
a
it is-
low-level
it is
transmutation.
it's a cantrip and it's transmutation. And since
Mhm.
it's for beginners,
He says there is. Yes, the spell repairs a single break. You need 2 lodestones. Ah,
What is the
Sir-
luck that the rock I handed him earlier is a
What's
lodestone?
that? Oh my
Uh,
god, yeah, that's perfect.
a
Yeah,
lodestone, isn't that like
Yeah, that'd be
a
hilarious.
magnet?
yeah, it is.
Oh, it's a natural magnet.
Lodestone.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
natural magnet.
Oh, it's magnetized. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
sure. He finds that it's like magnetized to something. One of his like tripods for the alchemical equipment. This'll work. Anyway, why do you ask?
Because I wanna learn that myself.
hmm. Well, feel free to stop by later on. We can try and figure it out together.
Yeah.
We see
Okay.
is like he tries mending for the first time, I presume, as we're walking away.
You rip
Yep.
something.
Uh,
You rip
tries
piece of
mending.
paper.
I would need to actually read the page and then understand the page.
No, I'm
Yeah, no, I
saying
think
I'm
just
saying the
about this.
frog.
Oh, he
Yeah,
is.
that-
Yeah, he might.
Yeah.
How does it go?
He tries
How
to
does
use
his
it on,
attempt go?
You know what? Sure, right? I'll roll this. He's only got to
there's
get
plenty
DC
of
like
classwork
10.
that's going to.
Oh.
I believe he had a negative modifier.
Oh
here.
no.
And then
He
go
can still
through.
try it.
He ends up
I-
ends up tearing something instead.
Mm.
I'm
I'm
not
sure he'll
defeated
keep
so easily, little pillow.
But it's
And he
magic.
tries to cast it again.
It was magic though, right? He casted magic.
It
may
was,
not work,
yeah.
but it was
It just
magic.
it just
Mhm.
backfired. It was magic, yeah.
I'm so
True.
proud.
I must have been holding it upside down.
Intent.
Believe
It's
with your
like
heart.
This. Oh.
Whoops! A smash is heard from inside, and Jack says,
Garreth, I think we've done enough damage as it is. we
Let's open the chest, and I'll whisper the command word, and I'll carry the chest. See,
Oh, okay.
gentle. And I make him think that
Oh, there you go.
stroking the chest is what opened it.
Wow.
okay. Yeah, he's not going to shut this again, probably.
As we're walking away, I'll try to strum a harmonious note to the frog, like the excited frog noises coming from inside the hut.
All right. So
Oh,
what-
okay.
So what's the plan? Where are we going? What are we doing? Who are we talking to?
Here, I'll roll this just for fun. Eh,
Excuse me,
That's
what?
I break a string again.
That's
I gotta
just-
fix it.
Distracting frog noises makes him ruin another beaker.
Damn,
That goes smash.
that's
Oops.
fine. It's a nothing wasted on something that doesn't matter.
It's right.
So-
Once he's got more things to fix now. Like you can practice repairing them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
Um,
what's the plan, guys?
where are you going to next?
Yeah. What
Um,
do we do?
Were we gonna try to talk to Illig?
We're gonna talk.
Yeah,
talk
we
to
have
Illig?
Illig to deal with.
Well, his
Or
house
you
is
can
right
talk to King
here.
Gallop.
We could
I don't want to talk to that guy.
let's
Okay,
let's
alright.
deal with all
In
the
that case,
frogs first.
Illig.
I feel like getting all the frogs on our side first is gonna be the better option.
All right.
Uh,
Knock on.
I'll knock on the door.
All right. The wooden door to this dwelling seems to be barred. So you knock on it. There is no response at first, but I'll let you all roll actually just roll me a perception check as you kind of like listen against the door.
I've never failed one of these before.
Yeah, it sounds like there's no one inside. It's very quiet in there.
I'll knock even louder.
Okay. Then you hear a kind of croak from deep inside. And here I'll I'll tell you what it says here. Got Ulric around. Yeah, let's.
Man, we are a really funny crew. We have a goth chicken with an orange crown, with an orange moth crown. We have a green man wearing a yellow crown. We have a blonde with a candy crown. We have a clown.
Minotaur.
We have a clownatar. And
So
we have
there's a bellowing croak from inside.
What's the note under the door?
Push.
the note.
The note.
What the hell is this guy talking about?
The note from last night.
He doesn't even like pie.
I wasn't.
Something about
I-
pie and like a shopping list.
It's a
I think
whole
it's
rant.
me that's got that, and all
Yeah,
one as well.
It
They
is.
were on the bottom of the cups.
Yeah.
I don't think I was told about these. What? So I'm gonna turn to the group. What the hell is this guy talking about?
I'll pull out my note and just hand it over.
Mm-hmm.
Or hold it out because he can't take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said slide under the door.
I will slide it under the door.
Okay. Yeah. The note is the one. Oh, here we go. It's this thing.
The quote unquote plan.
And with this on the other side of it.
What the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
Bur, butter, slime, mushroom.
It's
That better
it's
be,
fucking
a
shopping list.
recipe.
At that point, you hear a bar on the other side being lifted up. The door is slowly opened into a darkened interior, and standing just inside the door is a jittering bullywug with a spear. Behind this guard, there is a wooden crate with hunting gear piled atop it. Huddled in the back of the hut are 3 more bullywugs. The tension in the air hangs heavy as one of the huddled bullywugs signals for you to enter and join their conversation.
Alright. Same song and dance. Echoes posted up outside.
Okay, you got it.
Baerd will start playing. He'll start sort of idly playing on his lute as he listens. Let me know when
Alright.
approximately a minute passes.
Yeah, you got it.
Minutes.
Um,
Oh, I see.
After that, the Grundlekrantz is ordered to close the door, and
is
he
there-
stands guard at it.
Any window?
No, not in here.
Okay.
Welcome, welcome. Take a seat, take a seat.
I will take a seat.
Yeah, there's some cushions.
Okay, which one can I pick up?
Baerd will sit on this box in the middle, like off the side of it as he's strumming his lute. Obviously catching everyone's attention a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Let's
We
go
got your
Alright.
message, Illig. What? How's it going?
No time. I don't even know what he sounded like. I'm gonna be honest.
It
was good, that was-
it was something like this.
No, you did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what he's out of line.
That's
it's
what he
kinda
sounded like. You got it. Yeah.
I have no time for that. So, Murtops, he informed you already, I assume.
Yes.
No.
Yes, we talked
Did
to
he?
Murtops. It's
Of
about
course he did.
yeah, it's about the shakeup.
Revolution.
Oh wait, his
yeah, what
dream.
is it?
The note. What does this mean? And I point at the little like as like I play. I point at the little like loopies. What is this cursive? Is this cursive?
Well, I
Is this
didn't write the
cursive?
note. Grundlekrantz wrote the note. I told him to inform you to come here so we could discuss business. I don't know what this is. Grundlekrantz, what is this? Mushroom slime? What? Is this a grocery list?
No,
It looks
no,
like a
the
makeshift
Baron.
recipe for the bookberry pie.
You tried. You said to be inspiring, and so I put together it's only the most convoluted of plans.
Convoluted is right.
It seems like we're advanced. It feels like we're one step ahead.
As about a minute passes, I'm like playing. He's in the
Mhm.
background. Okay.
Regardless.
What the hell? I'm getting
Sorry.
attacked. I'm getting attacked. Help!
Oh my!
Help! Help me!
Oh lord!
Oh no, I'm just targeting the frogs, but
I
Well,
mean, you can
you
fill.
might need
That's
to change
okay.
that.
it all it does is give me this huge space. It doesn't actually let me target anybody properly.
Oh my god, you target all the lumps.
Oh god!
Oh, the coals.
Uh huh.
Jeez.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know it would do that.
No, I can change it. I can change it to be non-ally.
Just ignore this huge fucking thing, and I was just gonna target Gundlekrantz, Gullabuk, Golorig, and Illig. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, the bullywugs. You
Mhm.
got it. All right. And then, what did they actually get? Okay. Succeed. You fail,
Illig-
and Illig
Illig
got a
succeeded.
success. Yeah. Okay, so 2 of the bullywugs are question charmed.
Yeah, they are charmed, and they will speak. They believe it is. They will speak glowingly of you if anyone who talks to it. So like everyone who failed it is basically like, oh man,
Enthralled.
that's the guy. That is the that is
I
that is the
failed.
guy who can help us with. You don't need you. You're not targeted.
Yes, I am. The performance was so good. I'm targeted.
I'm not targeting you.
Look, whatever this
Alright, well,
revolution
the
is,
jittery
Bird's your
one.
guy. This is all you need is Bird. He's a one-man band.
The jittery one, Grundlekrantz, and definitely the one right next to you, listening intently to the music. It's kind of swaying and nodding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're charmed.
Did I like? Would
so they-
Illig have just witnessed this like spell
Oh,
happen?
it's not a
No, it's
spell.
not a spell.
No.
It's just
Oh, it's not a
performance.
spell. Oh, okay.
No, it's just I play it and
Describe
the
it.
Feywild dance. So as I strum and play, you see is like a little bit like the moss and like anything around starts to sway in line as Baerd plays. Like it's bringing this sort of freedom and chaotic order and movement as he plays that everyone who's sort of listening hears as they like their heartbeat sort of syncs up with the playing. As even as Baerd like stops playing, that music continues sort of like echoing in your head, and as he sort of smiles, and you see the moths like dancing around him, and like Baerd seems much like the way that Vaike seems whenever he uses the mantle. It's very much like a similar but sort of like different idea.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
You can even
Um,
see as his cape sort of flows slightly, as though it is wings rather than anything else.
Mm.
all right. So yeah, well, these two who are charmed,
Mm-hmm.
if I may, Baron, I think that we can make powerful allies of these wondrous and and well, adept adventurers. We've already
Yeah.
began solving all kinds of problems. We should get them on our side. Yes.
Look, I know. That's why they're here.
Oh, right. Apologies, Baron.
I actually have had a thought. Tell us what your plan is, Sir Ulric.
Okay.
Sir as in like Sir, as in like
Mm-hmm.
honorific, not like Sir as in you're a knight.
Yeah.
No need for honorifics here. As far as I'm concerned, you're my friend, and I'm yours. As long as we're on the same page.
I will like laugh and like chuckle and say, "Of course, I did see that funny trick you played with the coals."
What trick?
I saw the way that you
The fireworks.
what you were doing to that
The balloon factory.
that fool Ikrin's factory.
He is a fool. But I will not confirm or deny any tricks. But it is pretty funny.
Is he laughing like he knows exactly what I'm talking about?
Yeah. If someone did do that, it would be pretty funny.
Mhm. I did actually want to speak. Why did you want to do that? Illig. Respecting his request for non-honorifics.
Yeah, you can come up with whatever reason you like. If you think it's part of a master plan, or if you don't want to entertain their, they're clearly trying to probe almost a confession out of you. But it's up to you how you approach.
I can also roll a persuasion or something if you want some information like that.
Yeah, I mean, is that what Baerd's trying to do? They're trying to get a confession out of him to say, to get the confirmation they were the one.
I kind of suspect it anyway. It's more in the sense of I'm curious about his reasoning. I want to know why he did it more than anything else.
I can
Okay.
already see a incoming message to a certain countess.
Well, if I were the one to do such a thing, I would say that just less competitors.
I lean over as I laugh and I say "if," and I like pat Gullibuck on the back, and I'm like, "We're among friends, Illy. No need to hide information."
Yeah, tell him everything. Like, your plans are the best.
Shut up. Even friends keep secrets from each other every once in a while.
yeah, I'm gonna shoot some eyes at Ulric. Yeah, even brothers.
I said I was sorry, but
It's fine. I'll punch him on the shoulder. Anyways, like, so we're here about this revolution. All right, me personally, Vaike Ironbody, Esquire of Leibog Keep, and Monarch of the Carnival. I agree with your plan, but I do feel like there's got to be some changes made.
Well, I'm open. I was gonna say all ears, but I don't think I have this.
Baerd will smile as he looks at Vaike, and he goes, "We actually might have a better plan than. We would need to know more about yours, of course, but we've been looking around. We've been We've been trying to get information about it out of all the others, of course. Trying to make sure that you have the best information. Ulric. But I've actually been quite lucky. But I was doing some research. That's generations ago that the Bullywugs didn't actually spend their time performing these actions. That under Zabilna things were a little different.
Well, everything was different under Zybilna, but she's gone now. So there's no point in worrying about how things were. Things are what they are now.
Ever present. Towards the past. If you are wanting to
Wait.
make a change, Ulric, you may need to change your tactics from your predecessors.
So what do you propose then?
Hey,
So Murtaugh.
the crate.
So
Go
Murtaugh
ahead.
Murtaugh informed us that you guys want to put the old rulers with heads on spikes in charge.
Whoa. He told you all of that?
Yes.
He saw us for our value, isn't that right? Isn't that right, Circle of Krantz? Grundlekrantz.
Oh, yes. Exactly. What you said.
Ugh.
They absolutely kiss asses right now for some reason.
But we think that's bad because look, all those previous monarchs probably weren't the most upstanding citizens or had the best interests in mind.
Not at
We
all.
we instead propose to put the current upper class in Downpour in charge and giving everybody something that they're in charge of.
What I care about. Murtops is a fool. He's old and jaded. I'm surprised. Actually, I'm not surprised he told you as much as he did upon meeting you. So, I'll be transparent. What I want is I want to be the king. King Gullop, he's a fool. He's a coward. He doesn't care about the people of Downfall.
He's a witless buffoon.
He'd much rather sacrifice everyone in Downfall before even taking a step down his throne. He doesn't care about the people. He's not a warrior. He's not a fighter. He's a jester.
And you're a warrior, you're a fighter?
Very much so.
Have you considered the idea that perhaps working together with your peers, you may be able to make something better? Being at odds with each other only has led you all to more pain.
It's not easy.
He's charmed for an hour, just as a note.
Yeah.
You know,
Not easy
ignore all of that.
to trust the others. Anyone here, if they're too nice, they're lying. And if they're too mean, they're probably worse.
Ed will smile as he goes,
Oh, you have no
it's a
idea.
prisoner's dilemma.
Obviously, the best way is to betray all.
So, if that's the case, why should we put our faith in you out of all the others? Why should I vote for you for president?
What's a president?
Illig, 2024. Make Downfall great again.
No.
All right. Why? So why should we support you, Illig? What makes you different from the rest that say they want to be king?
Because all the others, they're weak, small. For the people of Downfall, I would put my life on the line. Any war, any battle, I would be there. Any problem, I would be there. I can't trust the others to even think half as well as I could. What's Norlob gonna do? He bakes cookies, great. Splag, he can build a house, cool. Murtops, he's old, jaded. I'm surprised he's even still alive. And Belfort's, ugh.
What did Belfort's do?
Exactly nothing.
I did. His choir does suck. I did kick his ass.
Oh, Belfort actually solved the situation with Downfall. The
Herringham.
The Herringham situation.
Yeah, did Belfort
brought
solve that,
peace.
or did we do that?
I
Come
guess. I mean, would the other frogs know that the jumping Juniper solved it, or would they think Belfort solved it?
They would think Belfort.
The official word is Belfort did this.
Okay. Well, Belfort solved the Herringham problem, which is...
No, he didn't. We did, but he took credit for it. Let's be honest here.
The bear will look at Vaike and like raise an eyebrow, like Vaike.
Well, I'm not. Am I lying?
Yeah.
No.
We all.
Well, if we weren't there, there would have been a Bullywug Herringham fight. What did we do? We stopped the fight and we got them to agree to a peace contract.
Baerd will look at Illig and like smirk, go like. There's much more to be found in cooperation.
So the only reason there was a room for negotiation was because Belfort was open for it. No matter what we would have done, if the other party wasn't open for negotiation, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, and if he didn't negotiate, he would be in the swamp right now, face down, because we would have beat him up. So, I'm just saying.
I believe him. I believe him, Illig. I think they did exactly just that. I don't think Belfort's is credible.
Look,
We're quite strong. We were able to enlist the help of Ekton.
Of course you were. Honestly, I'm surprised. Would I know about? I would know about Agdon.
Oh yeah.
Or would Illic? Oh, okay.
He's been sort of outside of the whole political circle, but yeah, he's been a nuisance for Downfall. It's not something you've had in your main sites, but yeah, sorry.
I'm surprised. I didn't think that coward was good for anything.
We've actually been solving problems all around hither. And Baerd will sort of as he strums a note, walk over to Illig, and he'll go, if you can guarantee that you'll work with us on the decisions, we could make Downfall into something much
Great
better
again.
than no.
No! Go wash your mouth, young pumpkin.
Baerd will go as he sort of he stands with a matter of fact attention, the way that a commander would stand. His stance almost think Shen in Kung Fu Panda 2, where he looks very commandeering and commanding as he looks at Illig and he says, if you swear an oath to help us, the Jumping Junipers, I'm sure that we can find a place of great meaning for you, Illig.
So,
A place where you could make a true difference here in Downfall. And as I
You mean like the
smile
throne?
with a grin and I say, better than the detrimental place that she has left this place. You know it as well as I. You can feel the stink crawling up your skin. With every day further you stagnate, Downfall falls into rot.
so
When you say a position of power, do you mean the throne? You mean to put Illig on the throne, right?
I look towards them and I say calmly, there are more important places to be than thrones. If the throne is where it should be that would help, that's where it should be. But perhaps there is always another place that would help everyone more. Because power isn't in a title, but in the change that you make in helping those around you. I say this with a matter of factness, no question, Baerd is not speaking with any sort of deception as he says that.
tempting offer, but your words. You never said that I would be king. You said I would be something else, something greater. I don't want that. I don't want to be something greater, something more. I want to be king. That is what I want. Because I believe more than anyone else, these are the nobles, King Gullop. They have no right. They have no strength, no power. They can't lead these people. They can't look out for them. They can't help them in any way.
So currently, Illig, let's say, hypothetical, walk with me here. Let's say you hit the throne. What are you doing?
I never got that far. I have to get to the throne first.
God damn it.
Oh
my God.
Baerd looks at him and raises his eyebrows.
Right.
It would seem that we have a better plan than you, then.
Well, the
Right.
economy right
Plan.
now is, well... no,
I
first
completely
thing-
root him in this conversation of we literally have a plan.
the first thing
Um,
that I would want to do is get rid of her. I'm playing over to the hut.
Pavlova's cottage.
Yeah.
Now that's something that we can work with.
Okay.
King
That
Gullop
sounds
is
good.
scared. She has him
Oh.
wrapped around his finger. You'll do whatever she says, and if not, you'll just cower. He'd rather her torment these people than do anything to stop it. That's what
So-
I hate.
Okay.
Illig, if we put you on that throne, are you and all of Downfall gonna help us with that problem?
The first thing, I want her gone. I want all of them gone.
Baerd will speak up and after Vaike speaks and does, Baerd will say calmly, "We want her gone, and we want what's best for Downfall." And I look towards the two frogs that are charmed, and I say,
Yes, I believe her.
Mm-hmm.
"Illig." And I like sort of, I reach down and I pick up like something of his that is like fallen out of a pocket or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I put it in his hand and I say, "Ambition is the killer of those who wish to do something right." Perhaps your
Notus, you
ambition.
hear a. I was going to say, you hear a croak outside. It's unmistakably mischief being alerted to something. And Vaike, you can't see through your.
I can't see through my echo,
Double,
but if Notus makes
can
me
swap.
aware of it, I'll swap spots.
Okay.
I'll do like a
Um,
gesture with like my hands really subtly
Oh,
and just
yeah.
kind of swap my fingers from side to side.
One of the first things Strongheart taught us was how to communicate in situations where we couldn't speak.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I will take that and I will swap spots with my echo.
All right. There is a bullywug approaching across the bridge towards the hut, with like walking with purpose right towards the door.
Who is it? Do I recognize him?
You do, and when they come face to face with you, Vaike, you see the royal champions of Knight
Ooh!
of the Bright Fens say, Vaike, I did not expect you here. Are you on guard?
Yeah, having, rest of the Junipers having a meeting in there. I'm not good at that whole conversating stuff, so I'm just posted up on the door with my main man, Mischief.
A meeting? Ah.
Baird will call out
anything
and Baird will call out and be like, "And now everyone, play note 3 to 4." And he starts strumming his lute and also making the sounds of other
Oh,
instruments
yeah.
with his mouth.
Yep,
Oh yeah, I'll
quite the
join
meeting
in.
going on in there.
So Vulp actually knocks on the door, um, and says, "Sir Baron Illig, are you all right in there? I didn't know you were hosting a musical procession."
Yes,
Was
I
this-
love musicals.
Oh, I see.
It was going to
Well,
be a surprise for the feast.
Yeah, that was the whole plan. We were gonna
Mm-hmm.
make a little surprise song.
very good, very good.
Did you need
Well
some
then,
help, Sir Vu?
no, not at all. Just passing by. I'm sure you'll fill me in on anything interesting.
Of course. We still got that duel later on.
What duel?
Yes, oui.
Oh.
The Vulp continues to walk by.
All right. What's wrong with that guy?
I quiet down as I look towards Illig and go, "Pardon."
It's fine.
Look,
But you
Illig-
guys will now have to perform. You guys
Yeah,
will
now
have
we
to
got
perform.
to.
You have to. I can't. He's gonna think I'm lying if there's no performance. So you guys are gonna have to come up with something.
Yeah, Bird's
I
got it.
wonder if I can come up with something.
Well,
Look, Illig, so right now, honestly, out of everyone who's wanted to take the throne, I feel like I'm leaning towards you. I mean, I still want I want a republic. I want a senate. I want more than one people in charge. But if we did have to put someone on the throne, I'm thinking you got the right idea of dealing with the hag in the room, so to speak. Do you have any allies?
A few, I guess. Murtops is technically my ally, but he's not my favorite, I guess. He gets the job done, but I don't like him still.
How are
Don't
your
trust
relations? How are your relations with the other nobles? Is anybody on your bad side?
I don't think so. I don't. Splug is harmless enough, but that's why he's scary. Norlop is harmless enough, that's why she's scarier. Murtops is old and jaded, and Belfort so has his honor, which is respectable, but we wouldn't say we're allies.
Baerd will make a suggestion. He says, "Is the reason you wanted to get Ikrand out of the way because you wanted to be able to woo Miss Norlop?"
Ooh.
No. I just don't like Ikrand.
You just don't like him?
No. That's honestly just it. I just don't really like Ikrand.
Why?
It could be said that he controls the air balloons, and putting a stop to that. It kind of well, it stops like travel back and forth between Downfall. It means that no more other players kind of arrive or can escape necessarily easily. There's only one air balloon now.
But
I will
one
hold
air
out a
balloon?
hand.
There's only the one?
Yeah. At the moment, in the bay, you can see one, but there was another one being built, and that's what kind of got trashed. I think there is more. There is more balloons, but they're not like currently here. One of them got smashed onto the slanty tower.
Yes, that was my plan, actually. If there's only one balloon, when we overthrow Gallop, he has nowhere to run. He has to stay and suffer for his crimes. That's smarter. I also don't like Ikrand still. That's... yeah.
I will look towards Garreth and go, well, perhaps we can give you a deal. Something that could ensure no matter what happens, you have a place. Whether it be in a republic or in something else. Make sure that you have a place of a role to play where you can make the difference you want to make. A winner's hand, a no-lose situation.
Glory Governor of Rippleside Manor says, may I speak?
Mm-hmm.
This all sounds rather vague to me. A position of power? What is that? Like, it's certainly not the throne, just what Ulric wants, but you're offering some sort of position. You're newcomers here. I don't think you're even in a position to offer up positions. Unless, of course, you are willing to overthrow everyone except Ulric.
Well,
it all sounds a bit wishy-washy.
What we're thinking, our planet would be to have certain frogs be elected or put into power to be in charge of different aspects of Downfall. That way, not one person holds all the power.
And all
For
of
example, we could have Ulric be in charge of the defenses. If that's what he cares about the well-being. He can be in charge of the war efforts.
That means deposing Belforts, because Belforts is the general. So are we killing him?
We could have no general.
I mean, why would we need to kill Belforts?
Because he is the position of general.
Why does someone need to
He
die?
is a position that's being appointed by the current king. If there is someone else that's holds
And you
the
think he will go
position,
lightly? You
Well, I
think he
think
will
we
gracefully step down?
no, I think we offer him a different position. Belfort's was, I mean, I did take
Oh, an
credit.
office job. That'll be great.
Yeah, he could be in charge of like foreign
appreciate that.
relations. Look, I
Oh, yes.
appreciate
Buffalo loves
your.
pushing pencils all day.
I think
No.
that there are. Baerd will look at Gloric and look at the other two and like sort of go, looking at Illig as he like motions for the others to like slightly like to like encourage, as he says to Gloric and says, "How much progress has been made with coups and deaths?" As he like narrows his eyes and he says, "How many things of genuine growth has happened here in Downfall since the beginning of all this violence?"
We got worse.
You're regressing. We're the only ones here
It's
who are
true.
actually fighting for progress. Perhaps
But
the
that's
throne.
the problem, though. If everyone thinks they're the ones who can make that progress. I understand the sentiment.
Have you ever
That's
heard
no
of a
different
crab
from everyone
bucket?
else.
Have you ever heard of a crab bucket?
no.
Yes.
Baerd sort of like illustrates. It's like I assume that like there's literally like a bucket of crawdads somewhere like in this hut. This seems like a fisher's hut that's like out here in the middle of nowhere. And
Why not?
Baerd will like show it to Illig and say, "Look how the crabs pull each other down. None of them can escape because every single time one gets a little bit up atop, nearly escaping the bucket, you drag each other down. If you would all work together," and Baerd will sort of like motion, like if the crabs were stacked along each other, pulling each other, they would all be able to escape, no one left in the bucket. The throne is a poison. That is poison not only your thoughts, but has poisoned the very well-being of Downfall itself. That includes all of that which comes with it. The pride.
Illig could be, in charge of the defense of Downfall, and Belfort's could be in charge of like, outside. He could be in charge of like where you guys go with like your armies and stuff like that. Just say it.
And Baerd, like, as he sort of sits down on this like box, looking at it for a moment as he sees like what's written on it, as he looks at Illig and says, "I can promise that we're going to do something. And you want us on your side when it happens."
It's up to you, Ace, whether you feel like Illig is swayed at all by these words, or if you want, you can request Baerd to make a persuasion check. If you feel like they're potentially moved. If not, if you don't think there's any convincing Illig, then we can not call for it. So up to you, really.
Make a persuasion check. Why not? That sounds fun.
Okay. Do you want me to roll with any advantage or anything, or just normal?
Roll it with advantage.
I think because these other two are backing you up.
Yeah.
And they say, yes, Illig, it's true. It's just
That's
an endless cycle of violence, and Baerd makes a great
27.
Gullop.
You actually need a 28.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. And Gallivant will also back you up as well and say, like,
Could it be that it's Bavlorna who's been the real puppet master behind it all?
I
Getting
like
us to
tap.
fight against one another.
Really?
I tap my nose and like I tap my nose at the frog like he's just one charades. Like
This
We've
guy,
been
he's the
killing each
smartest
other for-
one.
We've just been killing each other. The Baerd's right. We shouldn't be fighting each other. Bavlorna's the real threat.
Oh my god, I didn't realize this.
And to think we were trying to win her favor. God damn it.
he kicks the crate.
Ooh.
I will if Illig will let me, I will also
Should've
open the crate while he decides like what he's gonna say. If he'll let me open the crate.
There's a lot of-
no.
There's a lot of crossbows and hunting gear on top of it. Traps.
Okay.
Rolled up
Keep it,
cape
keep
of
it close,
moss.
keep it close, it's ugly.
Jack went inside of there, I'm assuming.
Jack,
Jack,
Jack took a peek.
Oh, okay. I won't open that then. I trust Garreth with this.
Look, Illy, currently we have some nobles that are a little bit on our side. We have some sway around here. We're gonna try to do this as peacefully as possible. But there is going to be a combat that breaks out. I have a feeling in my bones. There's gonna be a combat.
Yes.
It's going to get bloody, one way or another. And I would really hate to have you on the other side.
Does Illig listen with a 27?
You said it was a 28, right?
That was a check.
Oh, sorry. Who are you people?
We're the jumping Junipers.
Agents of Zabilna, and I bow like deeply.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now that's a true queen's name.
And you all oppose her? I
Mhm.
point to like the cottage or whatever.
Yep.
Oh,
Hater.
yes. Yep. No, just everyone. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
No questions.
Ugh. Yeah. You're all right.
Like,
Look, I want to be king, but I do care about the people just a bit more. Greatly more than becoming king. Whatever your plan is, I can guarantee that you have the help of Illig, Baron of Muckstump. Whatever war you fight, whatever plan you have, as long as it means helping the people of Downfall, and if you really are champions of Zabilna, I will help. And I'll put out my hand, like, for a handshake. You have
Yeah.
my word.
Mm-hmm.
upon
Oh,
this land,
the revolution.
We'll have
the
to work
revolution against her. As I like shake his hand.
Overthrow the witch.
All right. Are we, just so I know, Illig, are we still planning on tripping and stabbing Gullop in the eye?
No, we're not doing that anymore. Not now. Anyways.
Apologies, Baron. He rips up the little card with the plan on it, the little slip of paper.
Well, I think
Well,
this meeting is adjourned. We'll be in contact, Illig.
I bow and I say, thank you for your patience, Illig, Baron of Muckstump.
I hope you all know what you're doing.
Yeah, we do. Just take it from Ulric.
Yeah, yeah. What are we doing again?
We're gonna beat some people up.
Ulric's been,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We're gonna
Ulric's
make
been, like,
some
chewing on
stew.
crawdads this whole like conversation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the bucket metaphor. He's eating them. He's eating the
Yeah.
bucket.
Yeah, are you gonna eat those? No, I guess not. He's gonna take like popcorn, just a bucket.
That's to go. Yeah.
But I bow to Sir Grundlekrantz. And as a note, they don't know they've been charmed after the hour has
Mhm.
passed.
Oh no! Oh no! They're like, the pleasure's all ours. Thank you for stopping by. You really talked the talk back there. They like shake your hand, and
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Gullabeg wants to get in on that as well. They shake
Yep.
your other hand.
Yep.
Junipers, back to. Oh, we need a name. We need
Jumping.
like a clever name. No, we need a
Or
clever
jumping.
name for the Lilybog Keep, like the Bat Cave. Like Junipers, back to the Juniper Keep.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll work
So,
on
as
it.
you're-
We'll workshop it.
As
The
you're filtering
Junebug?
out, you actually see Sir Vulp, Knight of the Brightfens, the royal champion, heading back that same way, and notices you all kind of filing out, and kind of gives you all a nod, nonetheless, and
Sir
waits for
Vulp?
you to all kind of like file out. Yeah,
Sir
Sir
Vulp.
Vulp.
I like bow to him as he passes by, like
Ah.
a little
Good music session, I take it.
Oh, just wait for
It
the
was
feast.
definitely entertaining.
Oh. And looks like you
Baron
got
will
some
say,
snacks.
I'm
as well.
excited. I'm excited to play at the feast.
I cannot wait to hear that sweet music.
I take the seat
And,
that I was sitting on as told, and I'm going to put it on Mischief. I'm adding it to the saddle.
Yep.
You told me to take a seat, I've taken it.
You got it. Well,
Yeah.
you won't hear any argument from them.
It's like
Perfect.
a comfy
Nice
cushion
cushiony.
to go in the saddle.
Yeah.
As like, not for
Nice
me, for
cushiony.
like if I've got a passenger, it's like for comfort's sake.
So Sir
I feel
Vulp
like-
goes into Illig's house.
Yes, he does. That's the thing you notice.
I imagine that Sir Grundlekrantz, Sir Grundlekrantz and Gullibeck are like tapping like their feet a little bit, like as they.
Yeah.
Mm,
They
Yeah.
still got that tune in their head.
Yeah.
Alright,
Can
we
you
go back to
Yeah.
Lilybog Keep.
back Snoop? Can you hear what they're gonna talk about?
Mm.
You want me to teleport inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check. He needs to be able to see, create a mobile rift in an opening or frame. You can see.
He doesn't need to see the target space.
Okay.
He can specify the distance by direction,
could-
such as 30 feet straight
Dimensional
up.
rift bridges the distance between a space and a point within 30 feet of it that the boggle can see, or specify by distance or direction.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, it can just say I'm gonna go 30 feet there. All right, but you will just appear if you're like.
You can appear at the roof
I mean,
and like
he,
look
he
through
could
the roof.
he could appear right at the back of the building, behind one of the frogs.
All right,
Can't
all right.
he
Just
just
give me a stealth check then.
Can you appear back in the crate and then just listen from inside the crate?
That the crate is a very specific point, and that's 14.
14 is gonna be. Yep. So, you hear conversation. I guess, Illig, if you don't mind. You hear Sir Vulp say,
So, what did they say? The coast was all clear, by the way.
Good. They're all kind of a headache, but I think, at least for now, we're not overthrowing the king. Not yet,
What?
anyways.
Garreth is listening in through Jack's ears.
Our
Uh,
job right now is to deal with her. Regardless of what the king does, if she's still around, nothing will change. She's the problem.
Hmm.
And
Did they cast a spell on you or something? This is not the same Illy guy I was talking to before.
well, I guess I've never expected to run into anyone who spoke of Zybilna.
Hmm. They invoked her name, huh? Well, I guess there is no greater queen. Hey, if they know Zybilna, maybe you could, a queen needs a king, no? Rather than be king of downfall, what about king of Prismere, huh?
Luke, what are you talking about? I can't compare to
I'm saying-
Zybilna.
No, but you prove yourself worthy, and you should set your sights higher, my friend.
Is Gareth telling this conversation as we're walking? Is he
I will brief you in what's going to happen, but not out in the open.
okay?
So if we're going to Lilybog Keep,
We are, yeah.
then I will tell you at Lilybog Keep what's happening.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, why stop at King of Downfall? Be King of Prismere. You be like straight out of a fairy tale. The princess and the frog.
It does sound pretty nice. But that's a secondary thought. Regardless of all that, our main issue is her. It comes after. We'll come to it when we get there, but we have a job. And our job
Oh.
is to get rid of her. And the only way that we can do that, unfortunately, is to work with the jumping Junipers.
That is a bold statement, my friend. I hope you have your head screwed on. Moving against Bavlorna is unthinkable. No one has ever dared try to set foot into that cottage. In fact, you know what happened the last time even the bullywug took a little skinny dip too close? They were swallowed whole by that monstrosity. He does not like visitors. Having said that, though, I don't know what special treatment that shadowy witch has. What's her name? Charm. She's been in there for over a day. Longest tea party I can ever imagine. Still, if they are as bold as you say they are, then we'll see what moves they make first. Let's not be so hasty ourselves, no?
Of course. I
All
think
right.
for now, they could be trusted, but keep your guard, of course.
Hmm. And you hear the other two, Grundle Krantz and Gullybeck, say, "Oh, we trust them wholeheartedly." You look, Serval looks at them kind of strangely. You barely know them. You two snap out of your stupor. Anyway, I must get back to the proving grounds before I raise suspicions. And yeah, he's gonna head out. All right.
Okay. So,
Anything you wanted to discuss?
in the keep,
Yes.
where no one else is within earshot, that fucking frog! He was in cahoots all the time!
Which one?
Fool!
The loop?
Well, that
Cool.
that makes it easier. Apparently, he's the best knight. He's an ally on our side.
No, he's trying to set Ulric up against us.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure he's just trying to be cautious because
He-
he knows a
He
thing or
is
two.
he is the one that's going. He is the one that's egging Ulric on.
Ah, okay.
To become king.
Yeah.
I'm sure Sir Luke will come around to our plan if we talk to him.
No.
Look, I'll just beat him in a fight, and then he'll be forced to help us. Okay?
The fight that you are going to have with him is going to be a fight to the death.
Unless
Most
we could,
likely.
Whoa,
unless we could convince King Gullo.
that is not what me and Sir Luke have agreed upon. To be fair with you, we haven't agreed upon if it.
You haven't
know,
agreed upon anything yet.
Yeah, we were
Well,
just supposed to spar.
The only reason
the
we
idea's
were
been
able
thrown
to
around.
convince King Gollop to not have a fight to the death with what's his name?
Glix.
Clicks is because of the stakes. As in they owe us a favor. If they're dead, they can't honor that favor.
Well, let's just. All right. So the reason why I called this meeting in the keep is to go over our options. So right now we have Illig, the fake wizard, Splog, kind of, and then
Orlok
Belfort's
loves us.
kind of.
Belfort's
He owes us a favor.
Belfort's owes us a favor, a big favor.
A big favor.
Uh,
So-
and we can increase that favor if we do something for him as well.
Is Miss Norlop having second breakfast with Mr. Trevelop?
She should be having.
But let's lay out the plan. So
As we're planning, can I
Illig-
have a short rest as an ask?
Yeah, you can take a short rest.
So Illig, right? Let's get the facts down. So Illig really wants to be king, but if not, he
Mhm.
wants she who shall not be named out of here. He wants to be in charge at the, if he can't be king, he wants to be in charge in the defenses of Downfall. All right. And then we got Splog, who doesn't really like any of the nobles, but doesn't care
Splog
as long
doesn't
as
Yes, Block
K-
doesn't care
doesn't
what
care.
happens as long as he
Just
can
wants
build wherever
architecture.
he wants. Yeah.
he just wants full control of the architecture. Countess Norwalk wants to be on the throne, but doesn't have to. Just at the most, she wants revenge on King Gullup and wants King Gullup dead.
Yeah, except the death of King Gollop might not be in our best interests.
Because
That's what the bitch wants.
Wow, okay, Garrett. Yeah, I guess that is what she wants. I mean, it
Did
does
she
make
say
it
that she wanted him dead, or did she say that she wants revenge of some sort? Recourse.
I mean,
Norlop said she wanted revenge.
which would imply death. I'm assuming
Um,
because her brother was killed by King Gullup, so
Yeah.
I would assume it means death.
Oh no, someone left.
I think Ace said BRB and then left.
Yeah, Ace left.
And then
Ace's internet might have
Splurlip,
gone.
Splurlip, no idea what she's on about.
She has
Um,
no interest at all, right?
That's from we know for now. And then Murtops wants to the revolution. Are we missing anybody? No, I think
Mertops
that's-
wants he wants a revolution, but he
Uh,
wants to impose a council of heads.
Yes.
Council of
That-
Heads.
Yeah, the Council of
That's-
Heads.
And
There's
Icarin,
Trovlup, Dame Trovlup, but she has not mentioned any. What's the word? Wishes for the throne.
yeah, she just wants a flying license.
Just wants the flying license. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
Icarin, I'm sure we could work out an agreement between Splog and Icarin that if Icarin was on our side, Splog will fix up his workshop.
That's not a bad idea. We probably should speak to Splurlip, or we could catch
Yeah,
Trovlup and
I just
Norlock.
realized something. Currently, there's only one balloon in Downfall
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
because the balloon that's being manufactured is destroyed.
Yeah, I got burnt.
We
Yes.
know a location of a unused balloon.
Yeah, the one on the tower.
We have the
Yeah.
portable hull. We
Yep.
could collect it.
That is a possibility of something we
What-
could do.
To what end though, Gareth? Sounds like something off in the future.
I mean, if we could return the balloon to Ekrins, then we might be able to turn it into some kind of favor.
That is a very good point. We could tell him we know the location of a mostly intact balloon and we could bring it back to him.
Is it? There is a huge
Mostly
Uh,
intact.
a tear in the balloon.
But they got the basket, they got the mechanisms to
Yeah.
operate it. We just got to fix the balloon, which is easier than building one from scratch, I would assume.
Yeah.
So, but we got to figure out really what's going to happen after we make this revolution.
Yeah.
Alright,
The most important thing is what revolution are we going to incite,
I think if we can.
and who do we really want to support?
I mean, if we could convince all of the nobles to make a vote, a vote of no confidence in the king and an establishment of an equal democracy between them all, it may actually lead to some genuine growth here and downfall.
yeah, I'm thinking that each of them gets like something that they control, so that way they all feel like they're in power, and if they need something, they can talk and work with each other on it.
Yeah,
Basically, we give out new titles for everybody.
cooperation.
But let's try to iron out some details, so that way when we go present this information to them, it's not just a bunch of ums and ands. So let's just start down the list. Norlop, what are we going to make her in charge of?
What does she want to do?
She likes to cook. She likes to bake. Do we put her in charge of like the food, the agriculture,
She
stuff
could
in
be.
that area?
What's the word for it? Isn't there this word? The Department of Domestic. What's the word?
The Department of Health?
Something like that. But that wouldn't be such a terrible idea.
Anyways, job description, she's going to be in charge of food and everything like that. Maybe she'll... I know
Food-
Ikrin is in charge of the swamp gas
food-related
balloons.
stuff.
Yeah, but like, when Ikrin brings in the flies, she'll be in charge of those and dishing them out and stuff like that.
Akron is, that's got to be logistics and transportation.
And Ikrin, of course, will be in charge of the swamp gas balloons, trade between other places, stuff like that.
That is if they are interested in it.
Obviously. Murtaugh,
Trevlup.
what are we gonna do with Trevlup? I don't know.
She could be the Department of like gambling services, like making sure that all gambles are done in a way that's
They gamble
interesting and
here?
fun.
Trufflop does. I mean, haven't you seen the duel? Oh yeah, you were in the middle of the duel. You were busy.
And then I died, so I was kind of busy. What I missed that part.
While you were having the duel, there were so many putting bets on whether or not you would lose.
Oh. Would I know Chris, are the duels like a commonplace thing here?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Always people trying to vie for titles, honor, prestige, valor, glory, and just blood as well. The blood sport of the fights has been something that King Gullop has especially been pushing for.
Yeah, we could
He
make her
wants
in
to see
charge.
more fights to the death.
Hmm.
Hmm.
We can make her in charge of like regulating betting in the fighting pits.
We just need to make sure
That's
that all of them. We need to make sure everyone is on our side.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to vote out Gullop, we would need to make sure that
You heard what Illig said, and you heard what the mage said. Gold is
Steph?
not going to step down. He would rather. He's literally going to put up his own kids to get stabbed in the back than rather lose his crown.
then we speak to the kids.
We convince the kids. I mean,
we speak to
I'm
them,
sure.
and I'm sure that based on their personalities, they would actually be quite good. As in many ways, they may be able to help the other leaders. The princess seems quite interested in knowledge in a very genuine way. And while she may be inexperienced, she seems quite capable of learning.
So, what job are we putting her in for? Where's she going in this republic?
I mean, she could be the assistance for our
And we got the head of
new
magic.
maid.
Yeah, what's his name? Zilf or whatever.
Steph?
Sif,
Ziff.
head of magic.
And
Keep that guy around.
her brother
Uh,
is quite a dedicated artist. Every court, whether democratic or monarchical, needs an artist. Someone to bring joy to everyone.
Spog can be in charge of the architecture. Glumph can be in charge of cultural and art. Illig can be in charge of the defenses of Downfall. What's his face? Belfort's can be in charge of like foreign. I don't know. I think if he was like
foreign affairs,
foreign affairs,
external.
he could be
yeah.
like the envoy. They send him
Mhm.
out to go talk to everybody else around. But I feel like this could work. All right, and I know that this is gonna end in a fight. I feel it in my bones. It's gonna end in a fight. It's not gonna
Yeah,
end like how
was
the
gonna
rabbits
say.
did.
Assuming they don't all try to kill each other.
Yeah. So I feel like if we can get as many of them on one side as possible, it only makes us stronger. So right now, we have
Preferably
Illig.
as close to each other as possible, so I can calm them if stuff gets heated.
We gotta get this. We gotta get this ball rolling because
We don't have very long.
when this party comes around, it's gonna be the perfect time to
Yeah.
announce King
Which
Vagola.
I'll say is probably like coming up.
Oh, it's coming
Like,
up.
the
All right,
feast
we got.
is,
All right.
yeah, like you've done the
Hey.
decorations, the cooking's being prepared.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
So
we should go. We
The
should
last
go.
person we need to talk to is.
We
the last
could
person
stop
we
by
need to talk to
Mur.
is-
We could stop by Murtops, let him
Mhm.
know that we've spoken to Illig and that a new plan is in motion. He may just fall in line.
He does seem like a pushover.
And
Okay.
Then we
We
gotta go
could-
talk to Norlop
Norlop and Truvlop.
Yeah.
and
And-
Icarand.
I'm sure that they're all going to be together. Knowing
And we still gotta find this book.
Uh-huh.
I don't
She's
have
made a-
locate objects.
Guys, I hate to say it. Maybe we gotta split up.
Okay.
There's a
You would
lot of
cover a lot more
stuff.
ground.
There's a lot of
I think
stuff we
that
gotta
works.
do and not a lot of time.
Mhm.
I'm saying Baerd, Garreth go and do the diplomacy run. And me, Notus, and Ulric go try to find this goddamn book.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you would want to go talk to Gullop then, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go talk to Golub.
Okay.
Are you
right.
sure you guys don't want me
Um,
for Gullop?
We'll be fine. Look, we got too much stuff to do, but I also think we are out of time, so we'll have to wait till next time to do this.
Yeah, I just saw the time as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
need
do
to
look like
go.
we're out of time. Okay, alrighty. Those who are going to King Gallop, then I'm just
Mhm.
gonna leave on this, okay? Because you're gonna cross the bridge to get there if you're going around on the left. So,
We run
um,
past the heads.
and yes, past the heads. So I just want to leave on this description so that you have something to start next session, or potentially next session. All right, where are we? Where are the talking heads? Okay. Okay, cool, got them. All right, so as you're heading around, you see the flat wooden plank bridge spans an arm of the lake, and it is lined on one side by rows of bullywug heads on wooden spikes. At the center of the bridge, there is a small figure sitting with its feet dangling over the edge. The figure appears to be talking to itself in bemoaned tones, but then the severed bullywug heads nearby erupt in a cacophony of voices, some indignant, others sympathetic, and a few more distant row yell like, "What? I couldn't hear what they said." And there's this continuous back and forth, like bickering. But this curious creature is seemingly holding some crayons with their claws, and they're drawing like pictures onto the planks. And yeah, several of the heads are actually giving them a hard time as well. But we will come back to that little scene next session, so we can finally meet who this little individual is.
Jack
So
2.
thank you
Oh,
very
I
much for
just
playing. Yeah,
realized
it
something.
does feel like a
Oh.
Jack too. What's that?
Charm. The shadow.
Oh,
The
yes,
vision
yes.
from the lake.
Ah, you're putting it together.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
that is indeed
I had
charm.
put it together when the reference was made, but I forgot to share it with the rest of the group.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, you've got a name to the individual now.
Yeah.
The shadowy figure you saw, who like basically detached their shadow, had one of them go up into a window while she
Mhm.
knocked on the door. That is charm. It seems they're connected to Bauble and Trinket. But anyway, we'll come back to this next
Oh,
session.
charm!
So,
Yeah, Bubble Trinket and Charm.
yeah, there you go.
Damn.
All right.
Oh,
Thank you
that's
guys
who
for
she's
playing,
waiting for.
and-
Whoa!
Yeah. Oh, she wasn't waiting for Lorna.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got that
looking forward
earlier.
to
I was
meeting
just
these.
quiet.
There are
My
some
mind has
interesting
been
characters to
blown.
be.
Yeah.
God, another person to
wasn't kidding.
find.
Oh, I know. I wasn't kidding when I said there's like over 60 NPCs in this area. But yeah,
Only
we'll get to
60?
that next session. Only 60.
We're
All
at
right, thank you
90?
guys for playing. Was gonna close it up here and see you all next week. Bye bye then.
Or tomorrow.
Oh yes, and tune in tomorrow for Curse of Strahd, The Mist Taken.